All right. Hello there. How you doing? Hello, hello. Today is another riveting episode of Dungeons and Dragons. And as such, ooh, well, pretty much waiting for one more, but I think we can get started while they get in. They said they'll be in soon. So yeah, hope you had a wonderful day and hope you enjoy the show. Gonna get them ready to roll in a second here. Sit back and have some popcorn. Popcorn. All right. So while Max tries to fix his microphone, um, who would like to do a recap?
Um, Last session we started inside the ice temple thingy. We were in, what was it, the second room?
Turn my gain too high.
Or were we further than that?
Fix it.
No one remembered.
That sounds right. Yeah, I think we were just in
We,
like that.
yeah, we already did the one to the left from that second room where we found out jumping the tables made the snowman guys appear. And then we went down the hall because Price and I checked the room to the right and found an empty chest that I don't remember what clue was in there, but it was empty. Found more weird tables, found more hallways, found more rooms. Eventually, Max went down a hall, and eventually we all ended up following after Cube and I, and Bald bought a gelatinous cube. And it was in that hallway to that room that Max was in that Bald connected to the weird blue
My mouse is
thingy.
double clicking.
I just remember it was like a blue glowing dot on the map. I don't remember the description of the item. And he basically turned off the walls. And then we found more rooms. We found some pieces. We found 4 pieces in total, I think, in different rooms, which combined, and then we got teleported. Then there was a dead guy on a chair, had a big hole in his stomach. I think it was the elf guy we saw in the vision things we were seeing. Max put his coin inside one of the holding golden compartment things. So good tentacles came through the hole in the guy, which was really fucking weird. And Santa was apparently, or quote unquote Santa, was in an ice cube down south of the room. The squid guys wanted to go eat him. Kaido got in the way, and then big old battle ensued. I don't remember how we got the portal to close. I remember Price used his entangled thingy to slow them down a little. I don't remember how we got them to stop coming.
It was there was another one of those blue orbs at the top of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and Price ended up running up and turning that off, and that shut off all the tables.
I remember that. But what
And
made the
then
portal close? If the squids kept coming through. I don't remember how we closed it.
it was the well, yeah, because I think we were trying to get the coin off of that pedestal. Bryce tried a couple times, wasn't able to.
Yeah, the portal
um,
closed before we got the coin off.
yeah,
Because one of the squid guys ended up playing dead because Max basically told him to. And,
Hold
well,
on. Gotta move
silently,
some
like
drawings and now
none of us know this in character, but Max told him to
work.
play
Damn
dead,
it. Okay.
or got him to play dead. And then the
Here.
dumbass decided to move after Santa was spraying up, but he was messing with the thing. But the squid thing decided to move before we were out of there. Max insulted him, saying it was such a simple thing, he should have been able to just handle playing dead. Then we went back. Oh, no. We didn't go straight to Sweetie. Santa took us on a random teleport adventure to different rooms. I don't remember the reason why. I just know we went from room to room to room. Then we went back to Sweetie, which was the mayor gingerbread house town hall thing. Max ended up wanting to give up his gift to have a gift for someone else, which was the angry upset troll. He took off to give that to him, and also, I think, convinced him to put the coin in the ley line thing. Then he came back, and then he also got to get this well, despite this, and we were arguing about the jam, and then we went back, and then our wonderful dungeon master goes, "Are you going to open them now?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, we open them now. You'll find out what's inside next time." And here we are. Did I miss anything? Yeah, no, maybe. Oh, we did find all the people who disappeared. They were dead inside of a hole.
One sec. Oh,
I don't remember if I'm
Oh.
forgetting anything else. Oh, there you go. Recap. Oh, thank you. Wasn't the consensus that we were going to open all at the same time? I don't remember.
Oh, we couldn't open them.
Oh no, we were going to, and then we were told we had to wait till next session.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't open them.
Hola, is this fixed? Am I super loud or super quiet?
I
I
can
think
hear
you're quieter than before, but I can still hear you. Yeah.
It's quieter than before? I jacked it up from 60 to 86. Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry, I have a janky Blue Yeti microphone, and if you touch the back of it, it goes to like 1,000%, and you can hear yourself breathing, and you can hear every little thing like a pin drop in your room in your own headphones. And so I just accidentally bumped it, and it fucked everything. Anyway, I'll open my present.
And that's why I suggested dynamic mic.
It's just the button itself is like it's loose, right? Because
Mhm.
it's a dial, right? But somehow you can push it in, but that's not supposed to be a thing. It's just a dial, and so I have to like almost put like a piece of paper in it to get it to do right.
All right.
So,
least we can
quick
hear you.
question.
Yep.
Since I was technically there because I was there the first session, but I wasn't present. Did Kalia end up getting a gift, or did she like wander off?
She stayed in town, interacting with the children and making snowmen.
Excellent.
And interacted with Sweetie and his adorable little gumdrop buttons.
Delicious.
I don't know if that was supposed to be the right sentence to adorable gun drop buttons, but okay.
But yeah, you guys are back out in this cold, damp, dark cave. Quite the juxtaposition of where you were.
Kalia's gonna say, "Man, it feels like we never left."
Oh, we left. I'm
Out of
pretty sure.
character, that's why it's funny that she's saying it. It's because
That
well,
was
we
Pat
definitely did.
overflying. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But since out of character, I wasn't able to be there. But so as out of character, it feels like I almost never left. So she's gonna kind of come up and be like, "Oh, did you guys?" I'm gonna guess, and you tell me if this is okay. But maybe I was able to finagle sneaking some edible gumdrop buttons, and I'm just kind of got like I keep sticking my hand in my pocket and putting something in my mouth, and I'm like kind of chewing on something. I'm like, "Oh, hey,
Well, you
what did you
can
guys get?"
we can determine if you did. We can do a retroactive sleight of hand.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, let me pull my character sheet back up.
Sleight of hand if she had asked for them.
Yeah, if I was visiting with Sweetie, would I have been able to maybe? Would it be a charisma thing?
Oh, did you ask for them or did you steal them?
Ooh,
guess the
let's
question.
see. Would it be either sleight of hand or
Persuasion.
would it be persuasion? I would say persuasion because if we were having like a social thing and they weren't shiny, I don't know that I would feel the compulsion to steal them. I would probably first ask, and if they said no, then I would try and steal them.
No, it's
So,
funny.
if we're being honest.
We already know Sweetie will literally give you his hand.
So would that be persuasion with advantage? Maybe?
Just persuasion.
Hey!
Nice.
We were besties by the end of this.
So I guess the question is, would you have wanted to have eaten more of Sweetie?
Well, do they not have like backup buttons?
Oh, they grow back. Basically, any piece that came off of Sweetie regenerated.
Okay. Well, being a changeling and having a morphing body, I would probably be less disgusted or freaked out from being offered to consume a part of something. I would just assume that that's natural for their species and culture. So yeah, I would probably have accepted whatever generous donation Sweetie had offered. Whatever cube do you feel that would include? I would not have wanted to harm Sweetie, so it would
So
stop
what
before
part-
harming.
So
Truly
what
harming
part
him.
of a Like, because you got a natural 20, so you
Ginger-
can have whatever part of Sweetie you wanted.
Let's see. Maybe we must have bonded a lot for me to have gotten this natural, persuasion with him. So maybe like his left arm, because it's like, being like my right hand gal, right? So maybe, I don't know, something like an arm and maybe several sets of his gumdrop buttons. If we were hanging out for several days, I guess, however long that would take to regenerate.
Okay.
Maybe a
Yeah,
leg.
you could
Maybe a leg.
you can have a Sweetie leg and some gumdrop buttons.
Excellent. So I'll be just like snacking on them and I come over and see you guys all holding gifts. And so you guys will see me snacking on sweetie bits. God, that's so messed up.
We actually
Yeah.
got sent back mid-argument about the quote-unquote raspberry jam. So you probably would have heard a tail end of that, too.
Like, oh, jam? Did you guys get some jam?
Well, technically, but I'm not allowed to have it, and he's going to look specifically at price.
Like, oh, price. That's so mean. Why not? Is it poison jam?
It's not mean. It's for a special occasion.
Well, what occasion's that?
He won't tell me.
Well, I know how much Price cares about you, Kaito. You guys are buds, so I'm sure it's probably worth it. But maybe I'm going to turn to Price and be like, but maybe, Kaito could just have a little bit? Is that a good compromise?
Nope.
Kaido drinks it.
Well, I'm going to turn to Kaito and just kind of shrug with my hands up and be like, sorry, buddy. I tried.
Nah.
But I'm going to lean
alright.
to you and I'm going to kind of stage whisper and put my hand up to the side of my face and be like, but I can try to steal some if you really, really want it. Just let me know. And I'm going to wink.
But I have the jar.
Oh, you have the jar.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like stand in front of you and just like be kind of like surreptitiously trying to like block you with my body to be like, well, now's your chance. And I'm gonna like kind of stand in front of where your bag might be hanging, be like, so what's down over there? And I'm gonna point behind where everybody is. Like, you got this. Because I'm
Look at
probably
Dahlia. Look down his
I am.
bag. Look over at Price. Look back into the bag. I don't know if I should. Because he doesn't want to disappoint Price. Despite everything.
I'm just gonna turn to you and be like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'd probably be okay. So I'm remembering, like, we don't need anybody fake dying on us right
I
now.
have a question. Will you deception roll so I can roll an insight to see if he'll just do it?
Whenever I'm debating between a good or more chaotic action, I'll just roll a d20 and pick if I want high or low, if that helps.
Well, no. It's like you're trying to persuade him. It's probably a persuasion. There you go. What are you rolling after persuasion roll? It's still an insight roll?
No, persuasion's on your skills. It's a charisma-based roll.
Hey, I'm saying is, you're trying to persuade him.
Oh no, I'm not really. It doesn't matter to me either way. It's more that I'm hopped up on sweetie sugar right now, and they're delicious. So if you have something delicious that you really want, I'm just trying to support you. If you choose not to, I'm not going to be bothered by it.
Oh, he won't then because he's not into the whole sneaky stuff.
That's fair. But Kali is kind of like, what would it be? Not moral neutral, but what's the word for that?
Chaotic
Would that be-
neutral?
Yeah, but like, is it like morals versus let's see, what's the other word for that? Of like choosing good or bad? Like the term for that. It's not, is it like, I mean, a moral compass, morals versus ethics, I guess. So like ethically neutral in a lot of
I don't
ways.
know. That's above my mental pay grade.
I'm here for you, Kaito. You know, if you need some sneaky support, I'm here for you. That's all.
Well, thanks.
I see. I'm probably gonna like kind of
If the
look behind
temptation
me a
gets
little
too
bit.
high, I'll let you know.
Fair. I'm gonna look behind me and see you not at all trying to eat the jam and just kind of trying to be like, okay. So what'd you guys get?
No, no, yet. A box I grabbed. That's all I know.
Well, that's cool. Are you guys gonna open them now? Or are you gonna save them for later? Val, are you already digging into yours?
Who, me?
Mhm.
I haven't opened anything.
But you want to. I can see it in your eyes.
Well, we are still in this cave. Do you want to go back to where our camp was? We can kind of sit around camp and then open gifts and we can check to see if it's still storming.
Oh yeah.
That can work. Rattles. Oh god.
I mean, did you
All right.
guys check out whatever was back here?
Back
We
where?
never really got back over this way.
I don't know which direction is camp, but I'm really turned around this whole cave system.
I want to just come take a peek down here and see if there's any. Would it be perception or investigation? If I'm maybe
Perception.
looking for, okay, kind of predominantly looking more toward, or if there's more metal, like another vein or some gems or any more of those weird symbols.
On an 18, you're confident that there is nothing interesting down there other than rocks, stones, and coal.
Okay. I'll take a quick peek down here too.
Same effect.
Okay. No, don't see anything else great down this way. So, if you guys are ready to head out, I could probably lead the way. I'm also
All
want
right.
to keep my eyes and ears open, looking for more of those weird, kind of shifty shadow things.
Also, that big thing's not gonna appear, is it?
I don't think so, based on what happened. I mean, I don't know how it would get back through a complete tear in reality that then healed itself. Then Cube, just let me know periodically if I should do another roll of like perception.
Mm-hmm.
But Max, do you still have many pockets? I thought you threw your coat into the rift, or not? Did you keep
Oh, I
it?
did. Nope, I threw it in right after that giant.
Oh, but you have many pockets in addition to that.
Nope. This is I found this one mysteriously in the snowy place that we went to.
Oh, that's
It was
convenient.
it was wrapped around that dead guy. One who had the
That
hole in
guy.
his chest.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Like, no, really, I balled this up, I threw it in the rift that we're talking about where the giant thing went, right?
Yeah.
We go through the snow, we go into the workshop or whatever. There's a dead guy in my jacket that I had thrown through that hole not 10 minutes earlier.
That's amazing.
Suspicious is what it is.
Are the pockets empty, or do you have more horses?
I used it. I just don't remember what. Well, does anybody remember what came
You
out
had
last time I
two
did this?
dogs and you left.
Yeah,
Where's
them
my?
there.
Oh, my dog! I left
Two
my dog
dogs.
back in Wintry Wonderland. What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Well, wait. Maybe Santa wrapped him up, and I'm gonna open my box right now. Either that or a rattlesnake.
So you pop the box open
Uh-huh.
and give me a second to put this in inventory. Oh, there's two. What? Oh, there it is. it appears you open the box and there's this tiny little like model airship. It's made of like this dark material, pretty solid.
Airship or a spelljammer? Oh.
Well, I mean, sometimes they're interchangeable, so.
Mhm.
Well, I guess since you would probably know the difference. It's more of a spelljammer. To people who aren't accustomed to spelljammers, they would just think it's a slightly unusual looking airship, but an airship.
Is there any way to like?
Here, let me
Is it
even
like the
edit
World of
for you.
Warcraft toy Zeppelins where I can touch it and make it fly? Like I can throw it at somebody?
I know. Do you throw it at somebody?
I throw it at the back of Pierce's head.
You know?
Probably sense you throwing something. So I'm gonna turn and look, be like, "Oh, cool airship."
And yes, it does. It just floats around, and it even every so often you can swear that you hear it make little as we call it Scooty Poof Jr. noises. It's like
That's adorable.
Nice.
okay. You keep track of their movement. So Kalia, you can make me a perception at that point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm very
You may
distracted by the airship.
Yep. Continue.
So I'm not even going to be looking at in front of me as I'm walking. I'm just going to be looking back and kind of talking about like, oh, that's so neat. And it even makes noises. I wonder what else it can do.
Oh, she didn't touch that square, so she's fine.
Oh, it's great. It's got like it's got about 20 people. It's got passengers in it right now.
That's amazing. They must
Hopefully
be
they have
tiny.
active. Yeah, but they have cannons, so they make up for it.
So Kaito, as you get right at that exact square,
Look at her. Okay.
you see one of those shadowy, figurey things.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Did I just like nearly walk into it?
I followed the exact path you did, and apparently I'm the one walking into it.
Oh no.
Well, I
I
saw it
probably
go like
walked right
that.
by it.
I thought
'Cause-
they went from here because they were in between Price and Max and went straight down and then veered to the left, but they're right.
Oh, I saw the thing
then
go
I-
like this way. Interesting. Okay.
That's
Well, then
fine.
this would be when Kalia crosses past it.
Oh, should I head back up that way?
Yep,
Just
just
hit
hit
Control Z.
Control Z. Yeah, my thing showed it for doing that.
I'm gonna unpause and I'll move back up.
Yeah, I'll hit Control Z as well. See? Told ya.
There we go.
Oh yeah, didn't even see that one do it. Okay. All right. I doubt this will be very long, but still an encounter regardless. Give me an initiative.
And do I need to do a dexterity saving throw? Oh my goodness.
You... Wait, did my thing screw up? Isn't it? Future spring. Yeah, it's the deck save.
Okay.
Yeah. As you step past this
Oof.
thing, and it just seems rather attracted to the first person meandering past it.
That would be me.
Okay. Just barely. You feel yourself being pulled into it, almost like a somebody just randomly turned on the vacuum cleaner right next to you, but you just barely managed to pull yourself away from getting yoinked. So it's
So I
some
imagine that would
unknown
look.
space.
I think that would probably look like me as I'm turned back behind me, talking to everybody, and then just suddenly like whoa, and almost like fall forward a little bit. I have to windmill my arms and like lean back a bit and regain my footing. And then I'll probably look around and see, be like, careful guys, we got another demo plane over here.
Which we start the initiative. Ooh, we rolled pretty good. Kaito.
Uh,
I mean, if you're facing forward, it would actually make a lot of sense for you to be first anyway. Versus me not paying.
he's
any
gonna remember what
attention.
Price said last time, so he's actually gonna back up a smidge. You know, he's gonna use the new bow. He still doesn't know anything special about it. I no longer have my short bow. What?
You have a +1 short bow.
I had a macro for it, and you changed it to unidentified short bow, so it broke my macro. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna use that. 1, 2, 7, and 11. I those hit.
7 and 11. The 11 would hit. The 7 plinks off the cave wall.
As for the 11.
Damage reduction? None.
And yeah, he's gonna stay there.
Alright. Its turn. It's pretty much just gonna try and do the same thing. So, Kali, give me another dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, see, I know it's trick now.
He just did a backflip.
So, you see
Not
the
today, Satan's shadow.
shadowy, like, not even a silhouette as much as it is just shadows shifting towards you and trying to engulf you. But you are unfazed whatsoever.
Nice.
Price.
Let's see.
Hey, that does work. Hold on. Can I do this through here? I cannot. Dang. I don't know how to unselect the token. Okay. Toss a coin to your witcher. What are you throwing whipping? Kalia? To get her away from it?
No, the thing to try and pull it away from Kalia.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah. Now you have to ask because I've thorn whipped everyone pretty much.
Alright, so a 23 would hit. 8 damage.
Yeah, 10 feet
Apply.
toward me.
5, 10.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Max.
I'm just gonna put my hands on my hips, right, and give like a little sassy pose, looking at this creepy thing that we've already fought lots of, and that's kind of exactly what I'm saying, right? I'm just like,
Are you kidding me? We've already killed like 17 of your brothers and sisters. We fought a giant. We saved the Christmas. Like, you're not even a shadow of the shadow of the shadow that we killed earlier. So why don't you just get the fuck out?
and then that's vicious mockery.
Alright.
If they're capable of hearing. It doesn't have to understand, just has people to hear.
Let's see here.
Go, go, go.
It's technically could. Technically. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what happens. Click. PC. Normal.
Ooh.
Okay. I mean, it probably would have passed anyway. It has advantage, but yeah, I mean, 15 already passed it. Okay.
Yep. All right. So I sass it, and then I step behind Kaido, just in case things get ugly. And in my turn,
Fold.
You are still muted. There you
Let
are.
me count. Oh, okay, we're good. Oops. I'm going to blast it. This the one I can see.
That
Oh, that
one's
one's already
dead.
dead. It's another
Oh, it
one.
is?
That was from a couple sessions ago. It's the one Price and Kaido killed that freed Max from it.
Oh, that's the only one I can see. I don't see a dead thing on it. So.
And it's got a little skull on it. He didn't give it the big old red X.
I have this token selected. How do I unselect that? Ah,
The
there it
one
is.
we're fighting is like down here.
I can't see anything, so I'll just double move. Okay, and end my turn.
All right. Kalia.
All right. Let's see. Is it now dead or is it just it's just out of the light? Let's see. Well, we know that this thing is, innocent but still bad news. We do not want to get pulled into alternate dimensions. So I will zap it with my soul blade.
Not in melee, so
And I'm just gonna yell at it, be like, consent is key. I do not consent to be sucked into your dimension. Boom.
yep, they'll hit.
Sweet. Let's see. Let's see. I forget. I wouldn't get sneak attack though, right? Because
Nope.
it's not really close. He's not engaged with anybody else.
Nope, nobody's nearby it.
All right. Well, bang. 8 damage.
8.
Well, damage light, if you will. And then I will do my offhand. Which is... Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it do.
Right.
Figure out a way to fix her soul blade.
If that works. Oh. Okay, so 2.
All right. 2.
That ends my turn.
Oakley dokley. Kaito.
Uh,
I really hope they don't take this left hallway.
here. I'm gonna blip at it again. 10 and 15.
They both would hit.
Mm.
Funny
One.
enough.
Yes, 2.
One more.
A.
All right, the first shot seems like it was pretty Gouda, but it's the second shot that just sinks into the shadow, and you just see it just fall apart, just melt into the ground like a pool of like an ice cube melting until there's
Why did that
nothing.
make Kaido feel terrible?
All right.
You all right, Kalia?
Yes, thankfully. It almost caught me off guard, but I'm just going to point to the puddle of
I can't
Shadow
help
Goo
but
and
say
be like,
it's
"Not
better than you
today."
than me. I would have been probably in it,
well, I'm glad I went first,
right? I'm glad I followed your path.
right? Oh, I got to stop being distracted by that adorable airship. Cannons and people or not. All right. I'm gonna make a point
the
of
airship.
like, nice. I'm gonna step around the goo just to not take any chances. And I'm gonna go a lot slower. I'd be like looking around a lot more. Now I'm on high
Down to the
alert.
people who can't see in the dark. Where the hell did you go?
Oh, I'm gonna holler, be like, "Oh, over here, to your right."
Right. Okay, I see now.
I'll wait for everybody to catch up. In fact, they'll see the light when they come down. So
Isn't the famous phrase "Don't go towards the light"?
I mean, in some cases, but in this case, it's helpful. Bareback.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's Max.
Yeah.
Their
It's
fault.
gonna come be can be like, Val, you joining us?
Yeah.
Did you find something cool?
Nope. Just
Oh,
slow.
okay. Fair.
Got you
Are you being
distracted,
like
then.
me in real life where you're like stopping every 2 feet and picking up a rock? Because in
No, I
real
just
life, in a cave,
see
it would
so
take me
far
forever.
that it's just like
I know.
I'm looking down all the hallways and
Nice. And I'm gonna point to this hallway. Oh, come on, indicator. I want to do its thing.
Oh no.
There. And be like, Price, you guys went down this way already, didn't you?
Oh no.
This was
Yeah, we
early
did.
on. Yeah,
no.
okay. And then we'll keep going.
I think
Okay.
all the way up that way was where we found that ore
Okay.
that was stuck in the wall.
It was, yeah, it was that way.
I'm gonna guess Kalia went down. They're okay.
I did. Yep. Yeah.
You gotta stay in the light if you want me to see you.
Oh, sorry. I'll go slow.
Or, you
Like
know,
this way?
light your own torch so I can see you.
Oh, actually, I could do that. I mean, I can see okay, but
Yeah, he
yeah,
didn't go
I'll
that
go
far,
ahead and light
though.
a torch so that Kaito can see me.
So Max, you can give me a perception check. Because you did go this way before.
I did. Sorry, I'm lagging behind because I was messaging Kendra to let her know that I dreamed that we were being chased by lions last night, and it was really scary. Perception. It was like 12 lions at high school for some reason. All right, that's a 6.
Okay.
In the dark. All right.
Ooh. So you guys are pretty much, the goal is pretty much to head back out to the campsite?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Check and see if the storm's still going crazy.
So after a little bit of walking, the twist turns and the cold quiet of the cave. Yeah, you make it back to the entrance, and I mean the log is still there, the one that fell over during the storm. But at this point, it's pretty sunny out there. Looks like the storm is past.
Make Kaido
damage-
carry me the log.
Yeah. The damage of the storm is pretty noticeable, though. There's a lot of trees that were felled in the heavy winds and rain. Lots of dirt has been stirred. Bushes have been just ripped out of the ground. Like, it was, at some point, it got really bad out there.
Oh man, I hope this didn't hit town.
And I'm really glad that we found this cave.
We? He just starts chuckling.
And be like, you, Kaito, thank you so much. You are our savior for this trip. Hands down.
I wouldn't say for this trip. This trip has been a disaster after disaster after disaster.
And I'm gonna put my hand up, be like, no, credit where credit's due. But man, it's a
I
mess
don't
out
know.
there.
I think this trip has been very profitable for Max.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, after everything's been through, not a bad thing.
And I'm gonna pull out another gumdrop and be like, and I got all these delicious sweetie snacks.
You've got pieces of sweetie,
I
and
mean,
you're just casually calling them snacks.
well, it seemed like the appropriate response to his culture. Who am I to judge?
Is it his culture? Or is he just not know any better?
I mean, that's a good
I say
question.
if you don't want to be eaten, don't be made of candy. That's fair.
Well, okay, the gumdrops I think are candy, but he's technically made out of a cookie, which isn't technically a candy.
But
But his gumdrops
Is
are
that-
candy.
is that really fair? Because like
You can't help how he
You're-
was made.
you can't tell a pig to be. Don't. Yeah.
Look, okay, if you bite off a piece of pig, there's gonna be blood everywhere. It's gonna taste terrible. I ate that man's middle finger, and it was the best cookie I've ever had in my life. It was ready to go.
How did you eat his middle finger? Didn't he have like mitten hands?
You don't remember he flipped the bird to me and I bit it off?
No, I remember he.
You
gave
were
you
there
his
for that.
hand because you asked for it,
Yeah,
but that wasn't his middle finger.
it was
Oh,
his
thanks.
middle finger.
I mean, wasn't his hands?
He had
Okay.
mitten fingers, so he had
He had like
Of
mitten
mitten
hands.
fingers.
Yeah, I ate the one right in the middle. Made a big bite mark out of it.
But there is nothing. It's a rounded end. If you kind of like having an issue with this whole conversation.
Max is gonna show Kaido his hand, right? And he's gonna splay his fingers out, and then he's gonna bring them together.
You see how you could separate them, but they could also be together? I still know where the middle is.
But how would you have gotten? Did you break it in half or?
I'm talking about I just put my face up to it and chomped.
I think middle finger space would maybe be more applicable than
But
middle
the
finger
question
since
is,
he
if
didn't
he
have
was
digits.
made with a rounded hand like that, does he even technically have fingers? Does he? How
But
did
he does
pick
now.
anything
Now
up?
he's got a claw.
Did anyone watch him pick anything up? Did he actually pick up things? No, he brought out that tray.
Live
He has to
long
be able
and
to pick up
prosper,
things.
right?
He gave us vials.
Right?
of
I was just
milk.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Huh?
Out of character. I was just thinking it was like, live long and prosper, sweetie.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm gonna try moving this log.
Well, before you do that, should we rest after all that?
Oh
Maybe
yeah, I
look
need
at
a
our
long
gifts?
ass nap. I don't need no short nap. I need a long one.
Yeah, I think
So
we
you
need
want
a
me to
long
wait
rest.
on moving the log?
We could probably we've got a good little camp here. We could
That's
just rest
fair.
here and then
All right, yeah, I'm game for that.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to open this box
Yep.
first. I'm really curious what's in it.
And we
It's gonna
use the log for firewood.
Yeah,
Kaido will
perfect.
settle by the fireplace and open up his present because he's curious about it.
the what?
His box, the present thing. He's gonna open it.
Ah,
He's curious.
Hang on, people.
so that one. Ah, there is. So you open your box, and it almost seems like there's slightly more space in here than there should be, because inside it appears to be some kind of red and white like leather armor,
Oh,
Oh.
Candy Cane Army.
and it's kind of hard to mask it. So pretty much like a very like elegant looking red and white quiver
Awesome.
that as
Hmm.
you pull the quiver out, it just seems like let me check one thing before I say anything. Let's connect. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as you pull it out, it just looks really fancy, really elegant.
Wait, he'll, I guess, put the stuff on because he's like curious if it fits now.
Have it equipped.
And after he's
if
done putting
you're-
it on, he'll look at the others. All right, what do you think of red and white? Is it my color or no?
So if you're equipped, so there's a in your character sheet,
Okay.
because it's a quiver, it has a dedicated spot in your character sheet, so it won't show up under like weapons or equipment. So if you look at the very top right, where it has like your pouch, your backpack, now there should be a quiver.
Oh,
In that spot.
unidentified container. Cool.
That's one of the things that was throwing me
Zero.
off, because I was like, I was trying to put in your inventory, but where is it? And it's like, oh, there it is. Okay. So it has dedicated slots.
How do I equip the unidentified?
You haven't identified it yet.
Oh, I have to identify it before I can wear it.
Well, you can wear it
Okay.
and use it. You just don't know what the properties are without identifying.
Yeah, he was gonna put it on. Identify it later. I don't know how to do that.
And give me a perception as you're looking in the box. Oh, you see it. There's also a note inside.
Oh, I'm gonna take a note and read it.
And it tells you exactly what these are and how to use them. So give me a second to unidentify them.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I found the cheat sheet.
Identify.
You always gotta read the instructions first.
Instructions. What are those?
Wait, nope. Wrong one.
He's gonna pull out his journal that's got a whole bunch of just like schematics written and drawn and notes and stuff. He's just gonna start fanning through pages. Well, we got this one. This is gonna teach you how to make a wheel. I did that myself. And then we got this one. Oh, but don't look at that one. That's not done.
But if
What's
they
it
aren't
going to
colored
be?
by number, then I don't want to do them.
Do they color by numbers?
Yeah, I like color by number versions. Everything else is just
Oh,
eh.
I could do that.
And then you just like you put them in a
I
recycling
need
bin
different color ink.
and you figure it out yourself. Color by numbers. You take the time to do that.
You put numbers on colors.
Yeah.
No. I think you designate a number to a color, and you just use that color.
And
For
you
the
put the number there, so then you know what color goes in that spot.
Oh,
Oh, right. So you're trying to move the log. So that's
Well, we were gonna do that after the rest.
okay.
Why don't we just burn it overnight?
Do you
I mean, we
want
could
to
probably
start a
climb
forest
over it.
fire?
but
I could probably just lift Price over. You don't even need to climb, buddy.
see, teamwork.
You know what they say? It makes dream work, right?
Speaking of dreams, we should all go to sleep. I'm actually going to open my gift too, unless it's going to be really annoying to have us all open our gifts at the same time for whatever mysterious reason.
Well, if you recall, he was just saying, don't open your gifts until you get to the other side of the portal.
I'm saying, like, in character with OOC, if it's going to be really annoying for you to have to go through all this inventory management stuff right now all at the same time, then we don't have to do it. But
Oh, I have the things already
otherwise,
locked in.
okay, then yeah, Price will sit down and seeing Kaito start unwrapping his gift, he'll start to unwrap his, and he'll kind of look around. What'd you guys get?
I will follow suit.
I'm already wearing mine, I think.
All right. So price. Do. Icon.
Ugh.
Oh, weird. So price, you pop your gift open, and inside appears to be
Hey,
a
why is there coal in here?
Huh.
because you put it in there.
So-
So you pop it open, and there appears to be like just this tiny little pearl. It's like white, but it has like a slightly reddish tint to it, depending on how you look at it in the light. And give me a perception check.
Okay. Huh. So I see Scooter's in the list now. The character list.
You find a note,
Ah,
and it
I
explains
will open
how
it
to
and read it.
utilize this thing. And give me a second to unidentify it, or to identify it. Identify. There you go. It's under consumables.
Okay.
Also, in the instructions, the instructions tell you what they are, but then there's like a PS, and then it says honk.
Nice. Yeah, he'll just for flavor, he'll just fold up the letter and the note, and he'll stick it in like one of the pages at the very beginning of his journal. Tuck his journal away. Let's see.
And out pops Scooter as you read the honk.
Nice. Oh. Hey,
And
big guy.
and now, because I put it on the board just to make sure it works, you should have control over Scooter.
Ooh. Yep. Bryce is gonna jump on Scooter's back and just kind of ride around a little bit.
Oh, that's a new trick.
I think he was getting bored in the shop.
Yeah, I'd get bored too, honestly. Not that your shop is bad or anything. I just don't enjoy just.
Oh,
sitting.
yeah. He makes a mess and then doesn't like cleaning it up. Just wants to go out and run around.
Oh, someone messaged me.
I mean, that's fun.
I don't blame him. He's gonna jump off his back and all right, Scooter. I think
And-
we're all gonna get a rest.
And
If you
as
wanna
far,
help-
oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say if you want to help like with a watch, like keep guard. That's all I was gonna say.
So as far as game mechanic purposes, I have adjusted his stats to something more proper, but he is now put a usable combatant.
Oh, okay.
Does he have to worry about Scooter dying?
Scooter functions similarly to that of Find Familiar.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing from this is we have unlocked Battle Honk.
Correct.
Literally, if you look at the character sheet, it's one of the
Is-
abilities.
That's amazing.
Thunderous honk.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. So I got to look at the character sheet and stuff. That's awesome. Okay. And so you said functions like Find Familiar instead of Wild Companion.
Or is it Wild Companion? I thought Wild Companion reads as. Hold on, let me reread it. Maybe I
It's
misread it.
similar, but Wild Companion, I think has a time limit. Unless
I thought they
that's Wild Shape.
know what shape at the time. Let me double check. Let
Yeah.
me double check this real quick. I thought
Here,
I had
let
it
me pull
right.
up tooltip 2 of this of my gift.
Wild Companion. Yeah, you can expend one use of your wild shape feature to cast the Find Familiar spell without material components.
Oh. So it is that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, so I was right when I read it. Yep.
And then
Perfect.
instead of like a fae, it's just a beast type.
Like
That's
a
the only difference,
creature.
I think.
Yeah. Awesome.
The
Oh, vice
honking
versa.
again.
The familiar is a fae instead of a beast, and the familiar disappears after a number of hours. But it's Scooter,
Yeah,
so
backwards.
part is it part of the gift. So I'm just treating it like Find Familiar, or treating him as Find Familiar, because
Yeah, that makes it easy. I know how that works now. So awesome. So yeah, Price is probably sitting he's probably sitting next to where we've got a little campfire, and Scooter's probably just sitting next to him. Scooter's just looking around, just happy to be out of the shop for a little while.
move this out of the way.
And
That out
yeah.
of the way.
What did you guys get?
Still opening mine.
Oh, okay. So Vald. Do 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 do. So you pop yours open, and inside appears to be some armor that, it looks like scale mail, pretty much what you're wearing, but it has a little more scaly appearance to it.
So as in like dragon scale or like snake
Serpentine.
scale?
I mean, sometimes
Serpentine,
they're the
okay.
same.
Consummate V's.
So feel free to give me a perception
Perception.
as you're reaching into this thing I'm gonna do. Instructions on what this is. Identify. There you go.
Is it in my? Ooh.
And it takes on like a pretty similar like red and white hue. Some of the scale actually, like a lot of the scales are red, but like some of the tips of them have like a whitish to them, keeping with the theme.
Oh, cool. Hey, Price. I'm gonna walk over and hand him the little instruction sheet. I know you like these, so here you go.
Oh.
And then,
Oh.
and I
Thank
got
you.
some scaly mail,
Ooh, that looks special.
extra scaly.
Fold up the that note and tuck it away in his pocket too.
So let me get this to them. It's not. Oh, okay.
It's the same weight, but when you put it on, it doesn't feel the same weight. Feels like I can move better.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh,
But when you take it off and you hold it hand up to my other mail armor, it weighs the same. It's really weird.
I need to add one to him. Add that.
oh well. Well, who else? What did you, Max? What did you get?
I got a rock.
Rock?
Oh, you got the
Or like
airship
a-
thingy.
Oh yeah, I guess I got that too.
In just a rock, not like a gem or some
Mm-mm.
type of stone.
To be fair, I had like a really, really good present. Probably way better than all of yours combined, but I ended up giving it to that ice troll that lived outside in the hole.
Hmm.
Oh,
And so as a consolation prize, they gave me this easily breakable toy.
I mean, just that actually like shaped like spaceship you're looking for?
No, the one I'm looking for is a lot bigger than this. Like people could
Well, no,
fit
I
inside.
did say its size. I said, is it actually the type of spaceship you're after?
Also, that's a secret. Also, there's no such thing as a spaceship.
But you just said it was a spaceship.
It's a spell jammer.
But
It
But yes.
jams spells?
That's exactly what it does. And then it uses magic to propel itself through the astral sea.
is that why it's floating around right now?
I mean, this one's not real. This one's just a toy. But yeah, I mean, it's floating around. Big whoop. Your goose can do that. Probably.
he?
Geese fly?
I've never seen it fly. I don't know.
I
Everybody
think I
looks
could
at
float
yours.
around.
We've seen Vault do it.
I can make other people float around too.
But yeah, mine's not too special. Not that I'm jealous of anybody or anything. Everybody's getting cool armor and bow and
But your
arrows.
gift
And
was the joy of giving something back to someone else.
I got some wooden blocks with the alphabet on it. Basically.
There's a little pout to their voice.
Like runes?
I wish. No,
Little-
like it says Fisher Price, whatever that is.
But if you toss them, like
And
on the
you look-
ground,
and you
can
look
you
over
read
at
them like
Price.
runes?
Oh, that's my cousin.
Oh. Yeah, does he sell wagons too?
No, I don't know why he calls himself Fisher. He doesn't even know how to fish.
But
He
that's
makes
cool,
little-
man.
Good opportunity.
Little
Did
knickknacks
he make like
that.
fortune telling
sounds-
runes?
But Max, you got a locally handmade set of gifts from another dimension. That's pretty exceptional. I'm going to turn to Bryce and be like, wow, your cousin's really going somewhere if he's selling in other dimensions. That's great.
Look, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I was on my best behavior. I've done a whole lot for the adventuring party this year, and we saved the holiday season, and I befriended an ugly swamp troll in the middle of the forest, and then whoever that bearded man we saved says, "Oh, I know you did a lot for the holidays this year, Max, but I only love you a handmade oven's mitts worth, you know, or
Well,
whatever this
maybe
is."
you can find someone who knows that enlarge spell and make it bigger.
Does anybody know the enlarge spell? That's a really good idea.
No, I could just
Oh,
banish
you
it.
also got 2 dogs. but I guess you left them.
I think one of them
Well,
died.
one of them died a tragic death. I
Oh.
think it was a stray, like
It died
or
in that
stingray or
from
something.
that table thing, that weird magic stuff it was doing.
Yep, and then the other one we just left behind.
Well, to be fair, he got left behind when Santa ported us around different rooms with different weird blue orb things. I have no idea.
You're
I don't
right.
remember
It is
why.
Santa's fault, and I think we should exact revenge next year.
No, we don't need exact revenge. It was probably just an oversight.
Okay, it doesn't have to be exact, precise revenge, but of some sort.
Maybe next year he will make up for it and give you a new dog.
You're a baker. Just bake him something sour.
Oh,
There you go.
have you seen those little like pastries shaped like pigs?
No.
No,
Oh, well, they make them. You should make
Okay.
pastries shaped like dogs.
That sounds
Like-
delicious.
pastry stuffed
Ooh.
with dog.
Oh, that's awful. You know, Max, if you really want to mess with them, you should make them what looks like a sugar cookie, but you could always bake it with salt.
All right, that's the plan. Next year we come back to this cave. We bake a whole bunch of salt cookies. We bring
Of
them
course.
to
Oh my
Santa.
God.
Consider that he gave you something that was not volatile, and it was still, not violent. So just anybody who can create gifts out of thin air to give to people, I'd probably be a little wary of pissing off. But you do you.
Oh, okay. What we can do? We'll give him real cookies, sugar cookies. They'll be the best cookies he's ever had, but they're gonna be miniature. They're gonna be like
Yeah.
1 centimeter in diameter.
Like fingertip size. I love it.
It's like, oh, I hope you enjoy all 3 of these tiny cookies I made you.
Wouldn't it be harder to make them small?
So wait,
it would,
if
but
you
it'll
can-
be worth it.
You said there's like a.
Pettiness is the point.
You said
Oh.
there was a spell to make things bigger, right?
It's an enlarge.
Yeah,
did you use your enlarge spell?
Is there a spell to make things smaller so we could just make a normal sized cookie?
It's the same. It's a reduce and large spell.
Oh,
Oh, we could also just
Learned
ask
about
for
it in college.
really tiny vengeance cookies at the inn when we get back to town. See what they come up with.
Oh, that's a good idea.
and if they're not small enough, we can find somebody that can do that spell
That's right.
to make them smaller.
That's right.
You think somebody in your town knows how to make things bigger?
So you
Probably.
learned about this spell in college,
Uh huh.
but you didn't learn about raspberry jam.
Okay. To be fair, the
Oh.
reason why I learned about this college, about the spell at college, was due to a prank. Okay, I did not have any choice in the matter. But I did spend almost an entire day tiny. It was not fun. Don't laugh at
That's
me.
hilarious.
But
I was
that's
sorry.
smaller than a
hilarious.
fucking
Amazing.
pony. It was terrible. It wasn't
I think you're
hilarious.
tiny Kaido.
I'm pretty
All right,
sure.
now we definitely need to find this spell.
No.
I'm pretty sure somebody in town knows it because have you seen the size of our mayor?
Right.
Somebody made him bigger.
Are you sure he didn't just isn't that natural for him maybe?
I think that's natural for me.
I don't know. I don't think so. He's way too big.
This coming from the guy who was only 3 foot when I first met him.
Yeah, he's gonna look a lot smaller when you see him again.
He will. You haven't seen him since your growth spurt, have you?
No.
There we go.
Yeah,
Everything will be fine.
that's right.
Right. We all ready to tuck in for
Oh.
the night?
Yeah, long
What's
rest.
first watch?
I can take it.
All right. Who's on second?
And what's on third?
I was expecting that. Thank you.
It was just such a nice setup. I couldn't resist.
How many watches are there?
No, usually 4, 2 hours.
What, like 4, right?
Or
Or
I'll take
8-hour
the last
rest.
watch.
I could take second. Who's on third?
Ooh. My stuff just reset.
All right. So whoever's on first watch as people are winding down. Let's see. So it's about
Good
midday. So are you guys trying to wake up in the evening, or are you just gonna wind down and just sort of wait and just basically wait out until the next morning?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe
the next
wait out,
morning.
like, do
Make sure the
small
storm is
repairs
fully
on armor
passed
and
too
stuff.
would be a good
and-
idea.
What? Those two people talking at once?
Go ahead.
You go.
Oh. Okay, I'll go. I was just saying we could sit around and, like, just tidy up stuff, melt some, or if there's, I don't know if there was snow or if it was like wet stuff, but maybe, boil some water and refresh our, water pouches and, mend any, tears in our gear, things like that. Like, just kind of, taking care of things before we actually rest. That's my thought. How about you guys?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could maybe spend some time trying to identify stuff that I have a couple things that need to be identified, or I could attempt to.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let
What?
spill to Kaido that he needs to figure out what this fucking raspberry jam is?
I do need to identify this gem that I have.
I don't think we can identify the Price's sword until we get back to town. The one I have.
Well, I tried to, and I don't think I
Yeah.
was able to. I don't know if you.
I think. Well, I was gonna wait until we get back to town.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Glor would totally know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
true.
hope.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I guess we're taking up a little bit of time here before resting. And I do a roll to see. See, I have a few things. This rod that I've been using as a walking stick. I think I'm going to sit down with this for an hour or so and see if I can figure out what it is. That'd be Arcana.
Yep, Arcana.
Can Kaido help him? He like knows him doing it.
Sorry, say again.
Can Kaido help him?
For the hour, I mean, you guys have enough downtime.
Can Kaido help him try to figure out what the stick is then?
So you just roll advantage.
Yep.
$15.
So on the 15, you're not sure.
All right. After a little while, he's just going to kind of, maybe a little bit frustrated. He's just going to look up at Kaito and shrug. Like, we'll figure it
Hey.
out later.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah, if you want to look at it.
Huh?
Did you say let me try?
No. He said we tried.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. And then whatever everyone else is doing during that hour.
Which the whole identifying thing, I'm probably gonna change when we swap to the 24 edition.
Yeah, that makes sense. We talked about it before. Like, there's a spell for it and everything. So,
Well, right now there's a spell for it, but even like a lot of the research I did on it, it's like initially it's like, no, you can't identify stuff just by doing like a long rest or whatever. But then a lot of other responses were, yes, you can. So it's like,
I
So then I
did
just-
choice.
So I just sort of went with you could on a short rest, but with an Arcana because you're studying it. But it also is one of those things where it's like it takes away a little bit from the spellcasters too. It's like we have Identify, we sort of can do this thing, and it's like, well, if you just do a short rest, you using that spell is useless. However, the trade-off to that, right, is that opens up a spell slot for spellcasters too to do something else instead of dedicate it to just Identify. So
That's fair. Yeah.
but alternatively, if you use that spell slot, you can identify something much quicker. So if you need to figure it out in a pinch and you don't have time for a long or short rest, then it's a lot of give and takes. It's a balancing act to try and figure it out. But I think the consensus is like short rest can do it, and the fact that Identify can function instantly still gives that spell. It's not taking away that much from the spell because the spell is just like, I need to know this right now in a pinch, and it's important. So
Well,
I think it
and-
would still have its niche cases.
Can the spell fail, or is it just you use the spell slot and you identify the item? Because you can also fail your Arcana check during a short rest.
Correct. So Identifies this, you use
trade-offs.
it, and there are some things that might make it fail, but those are in the grand scheme of like most items, it's usually just you'll know. There are
Nice.
some things that are beyond Identify specifically.
So we need 2 spells: enlarge and reduce, and identify. That's could be 3 actually.
What do you mean it could be 3?
Well, I said 2. I said 2 spells, but I said 3 things. It was confusing to myself when I said it. So anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I guess.
right.
I don't know if anyone else wants to do.
Yeah, we're spending an hour on this. You guys have an hour to figure out what you want to do.
Well, you guys technically have multiple hours because you're
Uh,
waiting until evening until you do your long rest and whatnot. So there's multiple hours before you even get to the point where you start the long rest. I'd probably say like 3 hours. Midday,
Okay.
7, 8.
well, let them figure out what they're going to do for that hour, not just do our whole 3 hours at once.
All right, what's Vault
That's what-
doing? I'll just go down the list.
I was just resting.
So just whittling.
Yeah. Just not really.
He's probably doing a color by number.
If there are any.
All right. And what's Max doing in the 3 or so hours before the long rest?
Yeah, I've got ideas. I have 2 potions from Price that I didn't identify, and then I also have some vials. I have 2 red vials and 1 green vial, and these were from months ago. But I figure we might as well, since we got time, like stop and look at these things.
Yep. So which
Also,
are you?
I have unidentified equipment, and I don't remember what that's from. Because if I write something
Probably
down, I
the
always
haunted
write
house.
like, what the heck even is it? I always like press edit on them, and I'll put like a little description of something. This is,
Was
I
it
have
the-
no idea.
Oh, I know you
Was it the
picked up some
hat?
armor in that.
Yeah, it was
one
the hat
room.
that Price gave you.
Is that what this is? It is shaped like a hat on
Yep.
my character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. Change the name of this. So I know. Hat from Pierce. Got
Here's. Even OC.
it.
You nugget.
Well, I forget which one's the real name now. Okay, so Price's potions, 2 of those, 2 red vials, 1 green vial.
So you would get 3 opportunities to do Arcana. So we'll just go down the list. Which we want to start with first?
Let's see, since we're gonna be resting anyway, I would like to use Bardic Inspiration, please, on every single one of them.
All right. So you bust out in song and dance.
Mm-hmm. And I want to do like I want to cast Minor Illusion with it, and I want to do the Sonic 3 Eggman and Gerald Robotnik kind of like twinsy dance that they did. just part of you have to let me see. Surely there's a gif of it, right?
I don't know what you're talking about to even have an idea.
There it is. Bam. This dance right here.
Where did you post it?
Wednesday Table Talk.
Oh. Oh, I never
Dr.
saw that.
Robotnik and his old geriatric grandfather did like a cool like laser dance together. And of course,
I'm guessing that's
both of
from the
them, so.
new movie I haven't seen yet then.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen the
It's kind of like, it's not like spoiler, it's just a meme.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a cool dance. Anyway, I do that in Arcana.
Yes, sir.
Rattle Rat plus that. 21.
And this is on the hat, correct?
Yeah.
And we identify it. There you go.
Right, that is. Ooh. Requires attunement. Okay. We don't have one of these. Okay. Is that specific for wizards?
So this one, it's written as a wizard. So yeah.
I'll just share it with everybody.
You're
You know what?
Wizard Max.
When Max betrays the party, I'll just make a wizard. And then we can heirloom this hat to him, right?
Just like how Gan heirloomed all those healing potions to the party.
Yeah.
Or how Kit heirloomed.
Kit's still in town with all that stuff, whatever that stuff is.
You have a fire
And-
dagger.
He also had the identify spell. All right. This is for Price's Potions. Oof.
14, you are uncertain.
All right, and these are for the red and green vials from a long time ago.
Uncertain.
All right, well, that's what I did for my rest.
You're not really losing anything as you're about to do a long rest, so.
Yeah, plus I have a hunch that the red ones are going to be health potions. I think we even used a green one, and I thought it was like it took away like a status effect, like poison or something. So, but I'm not sure. That's why I was using the thing, because I didn't write it down, and I don't think I knew for sure what it was. And then Pierce's, I have no idea what those are. Anyway, that's what I do for my downtime.
All right. And what's Kalia doing for the downtime? Rat burgers?
Oh God, please no.
I mean, the party's got to eat, right? Hell yeah.
Don't
Delicious
tell Kaido it's
rat burgers.
a rat burger. Just say, here's your burger.
Will do. I wonder if I could like forage for
I
some
think
like
Polly would
mushrooms
remember
to
his
use as
very
buns.
adverse reaction.
They're not rat burgers. They're rodent burgers.
No,
Very
thank you.
important distinction. I'd also like to try and identify that gem that I have.
All right, inventory.
Unless we
All right.
already did and it just unidentified.
Nope, you never checked it.
Right. Let's see. Arcana?
Yep.
Okay. Excuse me. Oof. Fingers crossed all. Ooh. I'll look over to Price, be like, hey Price, could I get a high five of guidance? Or wait, would it count on Arcana? Or is it only for saves?
Oh, it's
Oh,
ability
Guidance
check.
only
Same.
applies to skill checks, not saves.
Oh, good. So skill check would work for Arcana.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, he'd there you go.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Here you go.
Sorry, and it
Maybe
reset
sound
again, so I
effects.
gotta open my stuff again here. Thanks, guys.
If only Price
That's
had thought to
1d4,
guidance
right?
himself.
Yep. 1d4.
I did guidance myself.
Oh,
So on a 20,
Hey.
that's 3, yep. Identified.
Awesome. What do we have? Ooh, my cat wants to come give us kisses. Ooh, an elemental gem. Ooh.
I don't know what that
See.
is.
I don't either.
Okay.
There we go.
go.
This gem contains a mote of elemental energy. Ooh. Ooh. I can break it and summon a fire elemental. That's amazing.
Oh God.
I don't even need a conjure elemental spell.
Yep, but
How
you can
long does
only
that
use it
last,
once.
Yeah. But that's okay. We'll hold on to that for if we, get stopped by something that's a little too big and bad for
If we
us at
ever
the
have to
moment.
fight Gary.
Right. Oh God. I hope we don't ever have to fight Gary. I would rather
I hope
gift
so, too.
Gary the gem than
I
have to
have
fight
a
Gary.
plan for Gary.
Oh yeah. That'll be good.
Oh,
Pretty sweet. So other than that, I'll probably I'll make some unidentified but delicious burgers for the party. And I have
Can I
first
do
watch anyway, so I can
I
rest
do
later.
2 more arcanas in these couple hours? Because I did the first one that didn't work. Can I try and identify a couple more things?
Yep. Got 3.
All right. So the 2 in the equipment, the 2 trinkets, they both look like rings potentially.
kind of will help him if he's allowed. He ain't got nothing to really identify than the raspberry jam.
Okay.
Which, if you want to, you could check that.
No, he believed Price.
17.
It's up to him. He doesn't need to check it.
And a 16. So
So you wouldn't be able to figure those out.
all right,
Damn, how high do you have to roll?
dude, I'm like the worst
So-
at Arcana rolls.
So it's one of those things where I set the DC high to still make it challenging.
Yeah,
So
I get it. That's all good. So yeah, after spending a bunch of time,
it was close. DC was 18
I guess
for those.
Price will maybe just kind of like walk Scooter around a little bit, try and get Scooter somewhat tired out. We're gonna
Scooter.
have to go to sleep soon, buddy.
Scooter is significant. Like, I won't even make you do an insight because he's your companion, but he's significantly less rebellious, I guess would be the way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Because before he was very disobedient, rebellious,
Ornery.
very ornery. But now he seems a little more tame, a little more calm. Granted, he's still a giant fucking goose,
Yeah.
but We'll see where that goes. Anyway, I did some secret rolls to figure something out for Scooter, but
Oh,
he's
nice.
usable now.
Hey.
And you realize
That's
Scooter does not
suspicious.
tire. He is, after all, a conjured creature.
Right, a familiar technically. So, with that being said, too, I'd have Scooter help with the watches because he's just going to be up anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, unless anyone else wants to do anything, I guess we might do. We're doing rolls.
Long Restenstein, who was first watch.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yes, me.
daytime turns to evening. The sun has gone down. The log remains in front of the cave, providing you, an extra layer of safety. And granted, it wasn't completely sealed, like airtight, so you were still able to like peer in between the small space between the top of the log and the apex of the cave opening. So you could still see outside, but you know it's primarily covered, so you're in a pretty good spot. And give me a perception.
Can I roll on Scooter too? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little more tired than I realized.
So is Scooter.
Yeah, right.
Well, Scooter's probably distracted and so delighted that you're back and that he's
Actually-
out and about with you again.
Actually, I would say with an 8, Scooter, because Kalia, you made rat burgers and you made like the rat pelt, like you skinned a bunch of them. Scooter's probably just like sticking
my
his
rat
nose
blanket.
into like any rat remains and just like grabbing it with his beak and flicking it around, kind of like a
Delicious.
dog, just trying to rip apart like a snake or something.
I'll be like, Goose, it's okay. They're already dead, bud. Or Scooter.
I say, hey goose.
You silly goose.
But you don't notice anything on the 13.
All right. Hopefully it's safe to sleep.
I mean, I
Well-
take the next watch.
Well, I guess so I don't notice anything, but does anything happen on my watch?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
And then we all died.
And then the dragon comes through while I'm not looking.
Oh God.
Thanks for the idea. Anyway, next.
Oh, as if you hadn't already thought about ways you could introduce
So
it to
when
us and we
Talia
weren't
goes-
paying attention.
Wakes up, I assume Kaido. Then she'll go to sleep. It'll be Kaido's watch. He took second. Do I need to roll a perception?
Yep. Perceive.
I'll take
Yes.
2.
22.
Fucking another 8.
The sounds of night. The hooting of the owls, the howling of the wolves, the very faint
Probably-
rustling of the trees, the chittering of small animals.
Oh, I wonder if there's any kits out there. Remember Kit the squirrel?
He was in Kit's hair.
Having not noticed anything really of any worth, who had third watch?
Is it bald?
I don't remember.
I had last watch.
Who had third?
Who had third, indeed?
I think it would have to be Max.
If Max even wants to.
Max or Price?
Either Max
Price?
or Price. Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, I thought there was only 4 of us.
Alright, unless Max wants it, I'll wake up Price. No, okay. He'll wake up Price and it's his turn. He might let you know that I only heard wildlife. Everything sounds alright.
$25. Yeah, nothing really. Just another quiet evening.
All right.
You may call you panic for nothing.
I mean, my statement remained accurate.
Uh-huh. This is funny.
Yeah. He'd probably just hang out for a little bit, and then after a couple hours, he'd go wake up Vald and, hey, buddy, I think it's your watch.
Okay. Got good rest. So, what do I roll? Perception?
Perception.
Distraction. Sorry.
I probably see nothing.
On a 10 or on an 8. Yeah, no. You're totally unaware of anything bad we're about to happen. Or good for that matter. You have no idea.
This is where we get TPK'd.
But especially if something bad would have happened, you still wouldn't know. Long rest completed.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Okay. To do long rest. Rest.
They are very lucky they did not go down that other passage. So, as the morning sun or the morning dew forms on the trees and, the area, I mean, it's a little warmer in here because, for one, the log, and two, you have a campfire sort of kind of going, keeping warm. And yeah, it's definitely morning time. Question is, what do y'all want to do in the morning?
Kaido would let them break camp while he goes and tries to move the log. As long as it's still clear out.
Yep, it's morning, so it's a little foggy.
I meant like no death risking storms happening. I have to roll anything to move the log, or can I just move it?
Give me an athletics.
Oh boy! 18 move it?
Yes, it does.
Alright.
Especially since it's been a while since you've gotten your morning runs in. You haven't been able to do the the carriage pulling morning exercises, so this is probably
he needs a run.
This is definitely, this is as good as you're probably gonna be able to get out here. So this is in Kaito's wheelhouse. This is the workout that Kaito wakes up to, I guess.
Wakes up for. Get it right. I'm joking. When he's done, you'll come over back to the camp. Alright, logs moved. You guys ready to go? He's a morning person.
Yep.
I even hate him. So we still headed back to town, or?
I think so.
What town? I thought we were going to a monastery.
The monastery is in the opposite direction.
I don't think I'm going to a monastery. Not yet. We have to check in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were gonna go tell the guild mistress about the haunted house.
Should we also tell her about the whole weird portal thing that is no longer there?
Yeah, we probably have a lot of things to mention.
We could talk about the statue, man.
The statue man? Oh, money, yeah.
Used to be a statue. Now
He's
it's a
supposed to be
man.
here, but he's lingering here somewhere. We should probably make sure he's coming with us.
Statue
We
man.
could talk about that pirate that we found. We could talk about the gravekeeper. We could talk about.
What happened to that pirate anyway?
I have no idea. He ran away in the middle of the night. We could talk about compensation for my kids that were murdered along the way.
Didn't you get them murdered?
No, the adventure itself did, and your terrible bodyguards have let that happen.
Did you have insurance?
We have bodyguards.
I mean, we didn't have a contract to protect them from
Yeah,
you,
and we need
so
proof
I
of
don't
insurance.
think that you're covered
I
on
think it was
that.
an expectation of friendship, Kaido.
I mean, it
What-
should be an
why
expectation of
me?
the parent not to
To the
kill their
biggest
own
one.
children or send them in as fodder. So I think you made your choice for your own children,
didn't-
and
no.
they didn't make it through.
Monsters invaded us, and they took my kids first.
Left his dogs behind.
I think somebody's going to call Child Protective Services on you here pretty soon.
What
Wolf.
happened to all the horses you had too?
All right,
They ran
Oh,
off.
left
With
those.
the nightmare.
Left
While we
those
were
in the
in
haunted house. Yeah, we didn't even go.
No,
do
they
anything
were
with
they
those.
were they made it out of the haunted house, and then the
Oh
nightmare.
no, that's right. He had me tell them that they're free.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened to
Oh,
the
yeah.
nightmare? Why are you
So-
doing the nightmare?
They got the heck out of Dodge.
these are excellent questions, and we're going to bring them to your town mayor and try to get some money out of him.
No.
Why?
The town is still trying to rebuild itself.
I'm trying to rebuild my life. It's turned to shambles ever since I met you
What?
guys.
I'm pretty sure it was shambles before you met us, because that's why you met us.
When I met you, I was doing really well. I had 4 kids, each one older than the last. Had my own
I
thought they were
remember you
12.
being tied up in a room and we saved you.
I have no recollection of that. I think it was the opposite. There was a bunch of like people and weapons and magic, and I saved you.
In the house that you were in alone and laying on the floor. And we
Nope,
saw you
in the
through
magic
window,
mirror
and
where
we
you
broke
trapped
in.
yourself for all eternity, and it was up to
That's
just
not
one
where we met.
Maximilian
We've been-
Voldemort.
We'd
With us
already
there.
saved you before that.
You didn't save me, you saw me.
Well, we found you. And you were going to get eaten by a whole bunch of mimics that ended up being your children.
So we're all on the same page.
It sounds like they were about to mutiny.
And I think you got your compensation in the house.
Don't you have like 1,000 gold? Or
Mhm.
like 2,000 gold?
Like more like 700 gold.
You have 7,000 gold?
No. I wish.
How you?
He-
You're
He's
stronger
a
than
male,
you
so
look.
it's a rule
That's a
of
lot
3,
of
so
coin.
that's 700 equates to 2,100.
I got gems. Gems aren't gold. They're gonna haggle me.
No, I think you're gonna haggle them.
Yep, that's how my dad would have done it. So we're ready to go home and try to get some money out of this mayor and sell these gems.
You could try to sell your gems, but I
yeah.
really don't think you should hassle the mayor like that stuff.
We'll see what. Yeah, he hasn't met the mayor yet. So
That's
we'll
fair.
see. We'll see how much haggling happens when we get there.
All right. Path's clear. Where do we leave the wagon?
We were bringing the wagon with us.
Yeah. Did we leave it outside? I don't remember. I out of character don't remember what we did with the wagon.
Assuming, yeah. It's
I do.
just right there.
So was it outside or did we bring it in?
I don't know. Either way.
I don't remember. Well, if we left it outside, it might possibly be damaged from the storm because he was saying even trees were knocked down.
Nope. I made it. No, I don't know.
All right, I guess Kaido will go check on the status of the wagon. Oh no. Prize. Isn't this where we left the wagon?
Oh. That's not
it-
good.
Is it in pieces or is it just gone?
It's not where you thought you left it,
Okay.
but there's a lot of debris everywhere from trees, branches, bushes,
So the
dirt,
wagon.
rocks.
Did we have
mud.
anything important in the wagon?
Somebody stole it.
There was a giant storm where trees even got knocked over. The wind could have stolen it.
Storm stole it.
Maybe? I don't know.
You have
I'm gonna
insurance on that, right?
Oh, that's
Price.
wait. I'm gonna investigate and see if I can figure out where it went. But I only got a 15, so I don't know how helpful I'll be.
What do I roll to see if I see tracks? Is that
It
a-
would be typically it would be survival, but since you're trying to look for this stuff after a storm hit, it's gonna be a lot of these are gonna be with disadvantage because storms roll through, tracks disappear very quickly.
Yeah, but disadvantage, I got a 6.
So you're not able to find any tracks. Like I said, there's trees that have been felled, rocks have been blown over, pushed into trees. There's probably you'd see a couple of trees with rocks embedded in them, and which is slightly tilted some of the trees. It was bad. It was real bad.
At the best, I might be able to carry 2 of you, but that means the rest of you are walking.
Well, I guess we're gonna walk and hopefully come across it. Unless, Price, do you have another wagon in progress that we could use?
Well, he was building one for something, but unless I knew it wasn't quite done yet, and it was for an order or something.
Well,
Well, for
I
the town.
owe the mayor another one.
But also, too, with branches and stuff falling from the storm, it'd probably be really tough to wheel a wagon through this anyway. So it might actually be a bit of might make our travel easier for now until we get outside the path of the storm.
All right, well, who doesn't want to walk first? I don't have a wagon to pull. I need something to help me work out this morning. We've been in that cave too long.
I mean, Price, would Scooter be willing to carry you?
Oh yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'm okay to walk for now, or Val, Max, you guys, do you need to ride? I'm probably good to walk for a bit.
Yeah, I need a ride.
All right, climb up.
I can walk.
He's gonna,
I'm gonna walk
yeah,
up
you
to
can
Val.
walk, and he's gonna give Bald a wink and then start moving,
I'm gonna put
leaving
my
him behind
elbow
with
out,
Colin.
I'm gonna put my elbow out, offering to if he would like to take my elbow on a walk. I wouldn't want you to trip and fall with all this debris.
And then he'd probably hear in the back of his mind the old, "She probably wants to kiss you." He told him before.
All right, so consensus heading back to Delaruth, right?
Yep.
All right.
Don't worry, Max. You'll still get to go and follow through on whatever shenanigans you had planned at the monastery after we check in.
What monastery?
See, you've forgotten about it already. You'll be fine.
All right. So the first good bit's gonna be traveling a little slow. Storm did roll through, trees in the way. There's any
Laughs and
potential
centaur.
trails that you might have been able to take, or just debris. So for the first little bit, it's going to be a lot of difficult terrain. I guess unless you have a range. Nope. Yeah, so it's going to be difficult terrain for a little bit, which is probably a good thing you don't have a wagon because that would slow you down even more.
I wonder who said that. Looks like Colin.
Sometimes I surprise even myself. I was trying to click back sooner, but it wasn't letting me unmute. So I was like, timing.
Trying to get one of my scenes here all queued up. So, since you guys are traveling very slowly, so who's leading the bunch? Who's gonna do the survival to make your way back?
I can.
Probably. Oh, are you sure?
I mean, I have pretty good survival.
What's your plus in it?
+5.
Okay, go ahead. I have a +4.
I mean, there's no guarantee that my role is going to be helpful with that, but I'll get a minimum of 6. So we'll see. Why don't we can trade off? I'll take one leg because you're carrying our friends, so you're doing some work.
Friend.
Well, you're carrying our friend. I was about to say the, and then I was like, nope, wait, Bald's walking.
It's his girlfriend. Oh wait, no, not girlfriend. He hasn't fucking hit that up yet.
Okay, so with the 16, you're able to discern, north, south, get your bearings for the most part, because like I said, the storm rolling through also changes the terrain a good bit. So, if you tried to work off of memory, it was going to be a little tricky because everything has fundamentally changed
And different. I mean, but we'd have an idea of basic cardinal directions, right?
Well,
and
you
we
do
know
with the
we
16.
are, yeah, awesome.
So,
Otherwise, we might have ended up at the monastery anyway.
Could have happened, or some other place. Anyway, but yeah, usually like rangers, they have like abilities to be able to traverse terrain.
And whatnot.
And then there's like the outlander background where they just, if you've been there, you just know. And I think they even know like north and south, east, west, and all that.
Like inherently, like a bird.
Kinda.
Makes sense.
So yeah, there's certain skills and certain like features that allot you that, but Khalid does not have those, so she's got to rely on her wit.
Pure willpower and wit. Although before we get going, I would probably propose to, I guess, Vald, can you do detect magic now?
Yeah.
Could you take a peek around? Are we still going with the same rules that we had before, where they can identify ambient magic, since we've started with that?
I mean, if you flip it on, it's nothing that's gonna register anyway.
Okay. I was just curious if there was any chaos that we might want to pay attention to on our way back. But if God says that there is nothing to see, then I believe him. All right, then we continue on.
All right. Map. Let me preload the map for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure I got all the tokens here. 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm missing one. So yeah, you're aside from the difficult terrain, you don't have any trouble on this day. Checking my notes, checking the rolls I made. Yeah, so you'd be able to make it back uneventfully.
Awesome.
Was this town hit by the storm at all?
One sec, I'm making sure people's tokens are properly on board before I swap you over.
Appreciate it. I don't like going to a
1,
black
2,
screen.
3. I'm missing one. Ooh, 1, 4. Max, because Max wasn't in town before. That's why. Okay. Fixed. Actually, these tokens are outdated too. Yeah. Nice. Bald. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaito. Okay. So, as you make your way back to Delaruth, you notice that yes, the storm did come raging through here,
Oh no.
which is unfortunate because these people were already effectively in a bit of hardship.
We've had a lot going on there.
And, you know, at this point, just you probably just get the feel these poor people just cannot catch a break. At least for now.
We should go see if everyone's alright.
And they're coming in from the north. I'll put their tokens here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And let me
And start
get
at the guild hall? Or get our guild building? Not really a hall just yet.
Oh, we can do that or split up and conquer more that way.
I still have the black screen of death, so I'm not really sure where we're coming in.
Yeah, give it a second.
Well,
It's loading.
north. We're coming from right beside the guild hall. From the direction we are coming in, it makes it look like we passed the mayor's house.
Generally,
Was he to the north? I thought he was to the I thought he was to
Yeah,
the east.
No, he was up.
north.
Up north. Okay.
I
It's been
slept there
so
more than
long.
on one occasion. I know where his house is.
But yeah, as you walk through town, the storm did hit them pretty hard. A couple of roofs seem to have been like just torn off of buildings. Couple of houses that were already not in the best condition since the goblin invasion. A couple of those have just completely collapsed. Like they didn't have time to repair anything or get it secured for a storm of that magnitude. Yeah, just a lot of damage happened. And you could definitely tell it wasn't from like burning, it was from like wind and just weather. And there are people out and about just picking up pieces of what may remain. And granted, it took a good bit of time for you guys to get here, but you know, cleaning up the town from a big storm after being raided by goblins still, you know, ongoing effort.
Right. Well, I'll go speak to the guild mistress. You guys, good luck on what you're gonna do.
I'm just here to get compensation.
Oh God, Ball's picture changed. What the fuck? I don't know
Yes,
if I
it
like
did.
that. I don't know if I like that. It looks
has
like an
been
angry
updated.
Piccolo. It's a Piccolo missing the antennae. It's fine. I'm gonna
He's done
go.
that for a while.
It just updated for me. He's been that little round thing for the longest time.
Yeah,
how
the
funny.
little version.
He's gonna
Um,
knock on the door before he slowly opens it.
Do-do-do-do.
Hi.
You see Luana open the door.
Hi, Luana.
Oh, hello.
I see the town got hit by
We
that large
returned.
storm.
Indeed.
Is everyone
It
doing
was
alright?
unfortunate. The timing couldn't have been any worse, but these people are a lot more resilient than you'd give them credit for.
I
Oh, actually,
know they're
You
resilient.
guys
They survived
can-
whatever the hell happened first.
You guys can give me a
Yeah.
perception check, by the way.
Everybody or just us at the door?
I'd say everybody.
19.
So with a 19, you'd probably hear, and a 17, you would most likely hear the sounds of almost like a chant, but more celebratory. And you just hear booyah, 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 booyah.
Nice.
You remember how you sent us out to find weird hunky-dory magic stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got a lot of stories for you. You might want
And
to sit
she
for how long this is going to take.
steps inside and takes a seat. Actually, no. She just stand at the front of the table.
Well, he's gonna
With-
stand here and he's gonna start canting. Is that the phrase? Basically, telling her everything that happens and say after she gave him the job of trying to figure out what's going on with the hunky-dory magic. Basically, all the shenanigans they've been through since.
I would like to interrupt every paragraph or two to introduce myself, give my condolences to the town, introduce myself as Jason Waterfalls, talk about my children that have gone
Wait.
missing, talk about my bakery. But like every time Kaido says something important, I'd like to just pitch in and be like,
Yeah, and I was there and I was helping him, and it was like a huge deal. I was a vital part of the team, even though there was no reason for me to, because it's not like I'm getting compensated or anything, right?
I'm gonna give you a look. Like, this is not the lady to be lying to.
She quirks a brow at you. Oh?
can I try to butter her up and convince her that I was such a vital part of this mission, and I'm so distraught from the personal losses that I've suffered that, you know, maybe the guild could like throw a little extra my way.
You can always try.
What is that?
That is so fucking
Deception or persuasion?
Oh. I don't know.
I mean, what are you saying to try and butter up? I guess that's what's gonna determine which of those two roles is gonna be.
Okay.
Like I was saying earlier, this is my best friend Kaido. My name is Jason Waterfalls. He saved me in the middle of
Immediately a
Fuck is
deception.
Yeah.
My best friend Kaido.
This
And your
sounds
name
like a
is
really
Jason?
deception. How is there even a discussion about this? You should
Because I
probably
do
never get
feel
to roll
entitled.
persuasion.
That part is true. Okay. That's a 23.
I was gonna say it's not gonna make a difference. Your deception's probably fantastic.
With the 23, do I even believe him now?
I really want to sell it that these may have seemed like monsters to someone else, but to me, they were my children. But it's not like they were little tiny infant babies. They were warrior children who were there to protect each other and me. And I've already lost 3 of the 4 who came with me. And I saved their life. If it wasn't for me, Kaido, Kalia, Vald, and Pierce would still be stuck inside of a magic mirror. And I had no debt to owe them. And just of my own volition and putting myself in harm's way, I pulled them out of that hellscape. Without me, they would not have returned, and thus we would not have ended the source of evil magic in this region.
Gonna give her this.
I feel like he should be rolling at disadvantage because Kaito can directly anti-correlate that. Be
Would
like,
you-
no, that's not at all what happened.
I stand by that's exactly what happened.
Yep. So she quirks a brow. Oh, really? You can give me an insight.
Not super insightful.
Does Kaido need to do one too, or no?
I mean, you can. Good luck, but you can.
I'm not good at insight either. But it's better than Max's for once. See, the only time I roll really low on insight is when Price is pretending to fucking die. It's fucking terrible.
Speaking of which, Bryce, are you dying?
I'm nowhere near. No.
So a 17. She rolled. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure.
Okay.
So she quirks a brow at Mr. Jason Waterfalls.
But what's funny is kind of would have called him Matt. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'll stop.
Well, he said Jason Waterfalls, so she's going to refer to him as Jason Waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Please, Jason's my father's name. Just call me Mr. Waterfalls.
And in the background,
Mr.
you just hear me humming like, "Don't go chasing waterfalls. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him. Oh no!"
You can't throw
Wow.
a waterfall. Is that the part of the joke? Is that the joke? You can't throw them at all?
I'm guessing Jason Waterfalls. That's what came to my mind. And you're kind of a bard.
Oh, that's what it's
at heart.
based on. Yeah, that's 100% it.
Okay. Nice.
Well, on behalf of the guild, you are not under contract. However, if you wish to partake of being under the guild's informants, then your compensation would be more applicable.
So I would be paid retroactively for all my hard work that saved all your field agents?
I'm her only field agent out there. The others don't
The payment
begins.
But you would have been
begins.
trapped in a prism if it wasn't for me.
What prism? You talking about
The
mirror?
magic mirror at the haunted house.
Well, that's not a prism. You don't confuse
We
me like
literally
that.
A mirror is a
Got
prism.
trapped because of you, by the way.
Yeah, you kept telling me to rotate the
You
mirrors.
keep forgetting that part conveniently.
I'm not forgetting it. I'm just not saying it.
No, I know you aren't forgetting it, but your character is like,
Sorry.
Bryce is outside, so he doesn't hear any
Yeah.
of this.
Sorry, lost train of thought. So, if you were to be under the contract of the guild, then you would receive payment for the work that you do. Compensation? Well, I guess the saying is, you know the risk when you take the job. And she has a very, I wouldn't say intimidating, but she has a very serious look on her face. Like, she is a woman that means business. And I'd almost equate her. Ooh, give me a history check for Max.
$13.
I mean, it's kind of sort of enough. She sort of has like a demeanor of somebody who. I'm trying to think how to interpret this on a 13. Somebody who, when you were out and about, on your adventures,
In space.
she would have made a very, very notarized captain. Like her demeanor just, if she wanted to be mean, she could be terrifying out there in the astral sea. And if she wanted to be diplomatic, like, that bad girl, but she knows how to compose herself in a way that she has a lot of control over that. And I'd probably say you get the feeling that she's very good at what she does. I guess the best way to interpret it on the 13.
Right, but my response to people like that, right, is I don't fall under anyone's leadership because I'm the boss. I worked this hard to be the captain, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up one of these chairs just so I can put my boot on top of it, Captain Morgan style, and I'm gonna like rotate my shoulders backwards, and I'm gonna lift my chin up to make myself a little bit taller, and just be like, "I'm negotiating. Don't worry about it."
Why do you have to have your foot on a chair to negotiate?
Because it's more comfortable. Just I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this. I'm from a little town called David, kind of a big deal, and I've also been all over the place. I'm an explorer. I'm a sailor. I'm a baker.
I was gonna say you always said you're a humble baker.
Okay, a person could be more than one thing.
So why did you never say that before?
As Luan is watching you two bickering back and forth.
You gotta repeat. Somebody's talking to me. Oh, we'll see. What's the question?
Who? Whose question?
No,
You.
Oh, you. Safety.
Kaido. What's the last thing Kaido said?
I can't remember. I'm thinking.
That's fine.
Wasn't it along the
Alright.
lines of why have you always just said you're a humble baker? Or why haven't you said that before?
Because it's
That's what it
nobody's business what I was before. I am a humble baker. That's just one of my identities. I do a lot of things, and mostly I'm known for my charity work. Like when I save people trapped in ancient evil mirrors, and they would have brought this whole department and organization down if it
I
wasn't
ended
for
up
me.
in that mirror because
So-
you kept telling me to touch them.
It's interesting that I get blamed for something that I saved you from, and I also didn't find myself in the trap. So no offense to you, but in my line of work, that's very powerful. That's what we look for. That's a quality we look for in adventurers and guildmates, is somebody who doesn't die easily or fall for obvious traps, and somebody who's a team player who gets everyone home safe and sound. Nobody died on my watch.
Your watch. After your watch, you weren't even there.
I've been here the whole
I
time.
mean, except your very own children that you basically sacrificed when we were fighting things. So I would.
I was alone when that
would
happened. So
call
that
your-
doesn't count.
No, you
To be
weren't. We were
fair,
all there.
Talia's not in the
We
building.
were there. Oh, I thought I was there.
Oh, did
No,
you
you
go
never
there?
moved.
Oh, no.
You're
Yeah, I
still
didn't see you.
outside.
Yeah. No, I was at the back of the room. Oh, I didn't. My screen wasn't updating. It was still black. But I said I was following them in.
On that case.
That's why I was humming "Don't Go Jason Waterfalls" in the back of the room.
As far as the mimic stuff, that happened when I was like putting talking to the Eldritch Horror. That was when I had snuck off by myself, and we had been hunting rats and stuff. So all we know is that I was
Yeah, but then you
surprisingly attacked
told
by
us about
tentacles,
that.
and then they got murdered
Yeah.
in a spontaneous ambush.
Spontaneous, he says.
Yeah, that's why. That was basically why we were chasing off after who killed his babies.
Mm-hmm.
We never found him. and
So
now he's
anyway, we're
working
talking
for
about
him.
compensation. I was thinking like 100 gold per dead kid.
She laughs.
I'd laugh
It
with her.
sounds as though you shouldn't be putting your children in danger. And she definitely has a stern look. Like she is unfazed by this. Almost a little heartless about it.
Yeah, okay, tomato, potato. I still want to get paid.
Well, you are paid for job completion. And
then maybe a little extra for saving everybody and bringing them home.
welcome to being an adventurer, dear. That's part of the job.
If Kaido doesn't make it back next time, do I get his share?
What?
It's an example. It's not real.
That's kind of the way I saw it. Like, there's a lump sum. So let's say we're going to pay everybody 500 gold, and there's 5 of us. That's 2,500 gold. Well, if I would have just left them in the mirror and I came back by myself and I'm like, oh, wow, it was horrible. It was a nightmare. I'm the only one that survived. Anyway, about that payment, right? Then a greedy person wouldn't help their friends
and they would just take the money instead. So obviously, I'm not here for the money because I rescued
you're
our
Here
companions,
for the
right?
money. Kaido's gonna look very confused as he says that.
Well,
No, I chose your
she-
life over money. You should feel validated.
So Luana claps her hands together. Well, if you're not here for money, then you don't need this. And she puts a bag on the table. Right? And she looks
Well,
dead
in a
into,
perfect
into
world-
Jason's eyes, and
Mhm.
she does this, like, locked eyes.
In a perfect world, you're absolutely right. As he steps forward and tries to put a hand on the bag of money. Unfortunately, we just don't live in an idyllic system. One should be effort and doing good should be its own reward, right? But I've got bills to pay. I've got mouths to feed. Admittedly, 3 fewer than I did when I left to begin with. But I think this could help compensate for our losses and encourage us to continue. It's almost like insurance, right? Making sure that your agents on the field get to come home.
So you're saying you're wanting to be contracted under the guild. And she slides the bag.
I just want
Towards
to bring
Kaido.
something up.
What's up?
So OOC, if the wagon is gone, aren't all of Max's children gone then? Since they were
Oh, it
with
was on the
wagon?
wagon. It was guarding the wagon. Oh no.
Like we didn't
They were also in the
find
storm.
we didn't find them. So maybe just something to think about that hasn't gotten brought up.
Well, I only had 4 mimics with me, and 3 of them died, so I'd have just left the one.
Didn't you have
Well-
7 when we first started?
He said 12 when we first started.
Yeah, but they weren't with me. I only had 4 of or I had 5, but you killed 1 right off the bat. The other 7 are at home in the town of David, which is Dell.
And there was that gelatinous ooze that you found.
Oh, yeah, in the
I
frog
forgot about
world.
that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I relay this too. I relay the gelatinous cube that I adopted, and I had a pair of mastiffs, and just like I'm losing loved ones left and right, all for the sake of this guild, and trying to make sure that this mission gets accomplished.
It sounds to me that you shouldn't have children.
Kaido is going to be struggling to not laugh.
No, I'm gonna stare at Kaido to see what he does.
He's trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, most people with children shouldn't have them, but it is what it is.
Even worse, it seems like you lose your children constantly.
Oh, not constantly. I have never lost a child before accepting this mission.
To
So-
be fair, at least 3 of those children you got during the mission. No, 4. And then all those horses you had us get rid of. Did you know this
Oh,
man
yeah.
was pulling horses out of a goddamn pocket? And same
I'd
with
like to be
ladders.
compensated for the horses that have been gone missing.
No.
too, and or
You let
destroyed.
them go.
Whose side are you on here?
I'm on the side of the accuracy here.
I'm on the side of justice. All right, sir.
How is there justice in the fact that you let go horses and now you want paid for them?
Exactly. How is that justice, ma'am?
As if
Man.
Kaido disagreed with me, knowing that he did not, and I'm staring at this woman.
Well, like you said, in a perfect world, there would be justice. And as you
man.
said, it is not a perfect world.
Oh, I just noticed she got closer to me. Should I be concerned? When did she move over? I just noticed. Sorry.
I guess if Kali was in the room, she could have done a retroactive insight. Because you were still
May I?
outside when that conversation, like your token was outside.
I thought I
so
would have followed them in. Oh yeah, I would have followed them in. Here, I'll do it. I'm also baking cupcakes. That's my hat. There we go. That's okay. Oh,
Kind of cupcakes.
There's like flourless chocolate. It's flourless chocolate cake, so it's almond flour instead of wheat flour. And then I added espresso and chocolate chips
Oh,
and
no, thank you. You lost me espresso.
it's not a lot, and you can't really taste too much of the coffee. It more just tastes like really dark chocolate. So for the purposes of your imagination, think of basically super rich chocolate cupcakes. And they actually turned out really well. I was kind of surprised. Usually the almond flour is kind of grainy, but they didn't taste like a gluten-free at all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation.
No, you're good.
Bad.
How dare. I mean, I got a
dare.
12, so not that high.
Yep, 12. Yeah, no. Well, are you looking for employment under the guild's banner? I suppose is the real question.
Yep.
What?
Yep. It means yes.
Well, I know that. I'm just with how much you hated this whole trip. I'm surprised you want to actually be employed here.
Like, well, as I've mentioned like 17 times before, you'd be dead if it wasn't for me. So I feel obligated to babysit all of you.
And I hold up like my hand, and then I put my other hand across like my heart, and I say, I vow to keep these stinky babies alive for the rest of their days till they die.
Luana
I mean,
turns
that's
to
weird.
Luana turns to you guys. So he is your new parent, knowing how his children end. Well, all right.
Oh, if he's our parent now, we're all dead.
Yeah, no, I definitely do not accept adoption by this individual.
I said they're babies. I didn't say they're
I would
my
like to stay
babies.
alive. Yeah, but it seems like any small creatures that start around you don't stay alive necessarily around you.
Actually, ma'am, do you know where Kit is? I need to warn him about this guy. Do not let Kit near him. Not the Kit that you think I'm talking about. The other Kit.
Squirrel Kit?
Yes.
Squirrel Kit or... Yeah, we definitely need to take care of Squirrel Kit.
So Luana just
And-
slides the bag towards Kaito.
Okay, he'll take it.
Well, since it was you and she nods at Kalia, were the ones that took the job on behalf of the party, it will be you who split the earnings.
Oh, right.
Once the money
yeah,
leaves the guild's hands, it is on you.
I can
Sounds
totally
fair.
do math and split this evenly. You get to see him getting more and more nervous.
I'll put my hand on it. I'll put my hand on like his side and be like,
math?
"It's okay."
Okay.
Between Price and I, we got you covered.
Good. Because
What did you learn in college?
I hit things well. When I hit
I'm
him.
just assuming I'm figuring, Price is an engineer, essentially. So he's got to know math. To make such exceptional wagons, he must be good at math. As any carpenter will experience. If you aren't at least comfortable with the idea of math, nothing turns out right. And then after it appears that that's somewhat wrapped up, I'll step up and pull out my journal with various notes and sketches of the details in the maps, and ending with the description of the what was it, adamantium vein that we found,
Adamantium.
yeah.
right? In the cave that was north of us. Letting her know, and then also go let Glorp know, and
Where Booyah's
then
at?
hopefully they can send a team of goblin miners up there
There they
to bring some back.
Is there any other work we need to do right now, or no?
Well, we
He's
seem
asking the guild
to.
later. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna cut in. No, it's fine. I'm gonna just kind of interrupt you and mention that we don't know what was causing all of the interference, but it does seem that the interference or like all the chaos magic of stuff has seemed to mellow out quite a bit, but we'll keep on the lookout for more. Which was one of our directives, was to figure out what was going on with all that chaos of magics.
And I told her all of that about that crazy house.
Yeah.
Yes, the scholars of the guild have shown interest in that situation.
There ain't much of it left. It kind of like I don't know if it came through on the mic, but he made like a little exploding sound.
But
Oh, and
any
we do
information is better
need to
than
probably.
none.
We probably should head up to the monastery at some point if there's nothing in the immediate vicinity that we should do. But first, I'd like to help with getting the town put back together
Again.
before we leave again. Yeah. Like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Well, we have nice things. They just like to blow up all the time.
That's true. They do.
Booyak, booyak,
Blow up,
booyak,
blow over.
booyak, booyak, booyak. As
And
you
I'm
see
gonna
a
hear
trio
them
of
from through the
goblins
window.
walking past the window.
I
wanna run-
What that's all
I'm gonna
about.
run to the window as they were passing by and be like, "Booyah!"
Booyah!
She okay? He's gonna lean over to the guildmaster. Is she okay?
And then I'll step back and be like, "Oh yeah, no, those are the Booyah goblins."
That
So
don't tell me anything.
what are
We
Bald and
essentially
Price
rescued
doing
them.
while we've been negotiating and talking about adventures?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Money.
That's what
we've probably been here for like a good hour by now.
Price is probably just sitting on Scooter's back, but he'll I don't know if Vald saw the chat, but he'll poke Vald and just be like, "Hey, didn't you want to go talk to Glorb?"
Oh yeah. I'll start heading that way.
And Price is gonna move that way as well, but he's gonna make a pit stop at the inn
Okay, so it's gonna stop down here.
and get a little snacky snack.
Knock knock as I open the door and walk in.
Hey, what's up?
So got
You
a lot of
walk in.
stuff.
And you're immediately met with Flex.
Yeah, flex.
As he flexes just as you open the door, he flexes almost like a Walmart greeter. Hey, what's up? Ugh.
So he's flexing, and then I will signal for him to like flex, but with his arms underhand, so he can
I have
hold
a
on to
quick
things.
question. Are
So
they
he-
smart enough to recognize a suddenly taller Bald?
Yeah, they're smart enough.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Are you implying that goblins are less intelligent? Le gasp.
What I'm implying Flexer doesn't seem very smart unless it involves lifting a rack. That's all.
You remember those
yeah.
like big mouth bass sort of things? I picture that's like Flex. Anytime there's motion around him, he just flexes and shows off.
Motion sense flexing.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ugh. Are you here to show me some techniques, or do you need me to teach you?
No, copy me, and I'm flexing, flexing with my arms out, like kind of straight and in parallel to the ground, because I am going to offload my 2 scimitars, 2 light crossbows, and a dagger.
He holds all of them with no problem.
And my spare scale mail.
Still no problem.
Okay. Glorb, we picked
You-
these up. This is what I was holding.
You've
I had
given
to
him
get these
like
off my
enough
hands.
stuff to like completely cover his body, and he just holds it up. It looks like a pile of like stuff that's just moving on its own at this point.
But then, and then I kind of signal for him. He can go take that to where it needs to be for flex.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Whew. Ha.
And then I pull out an unidentified longsword. Glorb, can you help me identify this for price?
Yeah, maybe. What you got?
It is this unidentified longsword.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. Glorb helpful. Wait, you speak Goblin, right? Right? That was the thing for you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course I can do that.
How long do you think it'll take?
He just gives you a thumbs up.
Okay. I'll be back after I get some food. Thanks for your help. And enjoy the weapons we got for you.
Oh, you betcha. Can't wait. And he's like claps his hands and rubs them together. And mind you, when you stepped in, the forge is definitely hot, still burning. Like they're putting in overtime today. All right, and what's Price doing? Price is having such a good time on the back of Scooter. Got it. Battle scoots.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Price would be. I think my token is stuck. Oh. There we go. Price would have gone in and grabbed a snack, and then I think he has a bunch of things to get identified. So he'd probably go in and try and ask Glorb to identify stuff as well. Hey, Vald, can you come translate for me?
Yeah. He's looking at your sword now, so.
Oh, that's yours. I can't use it.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I saw you had one similar. So, also, I think I gave like one of those rapiers to Kalia. I didn't know what it did either, so she might need to. Hey, Glorb.
Hi.
I will translate. Glorb, he wants you to look at some things too.
To Vald, it sounds like, yes, of course, I can look at it. To Price, it sounds like, Glorb can do.
So yeah, I have the rod that I was using as a walking stick, a pair of gloves, and what looked to be 2 rings. And then there's also a potion or a vial of something, but I might ask the guild mistress what that is, or
Oh yeah, you guys stepped back in. Flex was right at that door.
oh god, your muscles scared me.
Tell me about it. and it's like the equivalent of like Popeye muscles. Like after he eats spinach, he just flexes them in a way that they're just like bulge in
They stack
unusual
on top of each
locations.
other.
Oh, so yeah, if you can, maybe look at these and like let me know.
Yeah, Glorp can do.
All right. Thank you.
He'll just kind of do like a little bow. And then he's probably going to step outside, come around the corner to where these traders are, because weren't they dealing with potions?
Yeah, I think so. One of them about.
Yeah, I mean
He's
they're
gonna walk.
they're in there, but you know they're currently like getting debris off the floor
Fixing
and
stuff.
repairing.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Glorb and Flex.
Anytime. Hoo yeah.
Lex is just like Macho Man. So yeah, I don't know if you want to switch scenes, but Price will step in to this shop here and see that there's debris and things like that, and probably start to help clean things up a little bit before asking him anything.
So you can give me an acrobatics as you walk in the door and Chompers is just like jumping on you and like trying to lick your face. You hold him back. He's just like an excitable puppy that's extremely dangerous and continue to stone.
Hi. Okay. Thank you for not eating me.
Yeah, just as a reminder of what Chompers actually looks like.
Chompers is crazy.
And for those who may not have been in the D&D viewership wise, to see what Chompers actually looks like.
Yep.
That's Chompers.
God, I forgot it was even that menacing.
So imagine this thing jumping on.
What
Just
do you mean
jumping on
medicine?
you.
He's a baby. He's a big baby.
To Price, it's probably twice his size.
Yeah, they're medium. I mean, it's a medium creature. It's just very menacing for a medium creature.
Yeah.
Down, Chompers, down. We have an honored guest. Welcome back.
Hey. I'm sorry about what happened. Do you guys need help? I was gonna ask you if you knew what something was that we found, but well, I can help clean up a little bit first.
Do not worry about needing to help us. We have
No,
it covered.
no. I mean, this is all. We all live here. Del Ruth is community, so I insist. Scooter,
Ah,
we're gonna help these fine folks clean up the shop. Okay, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of stuff that we're gonna just remove from the shop, debris and whatnot, and well,
Oh.
if we can use it, I'll open up my briefcase and maybe I'll toss it in there, and then if not, maybe you take it out somewhere to get rid of it. We'll figure it out.
And he's gonna look back to the it's a tabaxi in here.
yeah, so there's a tabaxi, a turtle,
Oh, that's right.
and I think you guys determined, but like a 3-creen and Chompers.
So he'll look back to the. I think it's the tabaxi that was the one that was
So
speaking to him.
give me a. Actually, you don't even need to do a perception check because it's gonna be loud. So Scooter's like right here, sticking his head in the door, like kind of peeing around because technically that's a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Leaf? And you hear the sound of like a window breaking, on the other side of the street, and you see Flex just action dive out the window at you mentioning helping move stuff. And you can hear
Oh.
Glor in the building. No! Not
Oh, shit.
again!
Sorry, Glor.
You need something to carry?
Yeah.
Huh?
You see, come here, Flex. You see all the stuff in here that's well, hey,
He's gonna motion to the shopkeepers.
they're gonna let you know what they need removed. And we're gonna get this place back in working order real quick.
Oh yeah. He immediately starts picking up debris. He's going around the shop, picking up as much as possible, more than he can carry. There's like wood and just like splinters just falling on the ground as he's just constantly just picking stuff up everywhere. He's like the goblin
picture-
version of like a what are they called?
She's a Roomba.
Yeah, Roomba. He's basically like a Gobo Roomba.
He's gonna have so many things he can't even get out the door.
You think that's gonna stop him?
He just went through a window. I think a door's gonna be no problem.
I'm just picturing like the amount of things he's carrying. So
But how you doing,
as
Leaf?
Flex is cleaning,
I'm doing all right.
Price is gonna where is it? Yeah, this unidentified consumable. It's in this oddly shaped circular vial. Looks like it's some sort of green liquid potentially. He'll pull this out and
You know what this is?
As you ask that, Flex runs out the door with the stuff and uses the broken window to jump back in the window with all the stuff,
nice.
and immediately runs back out and starts collecting more. It would need to take some time to identify it. As he,
Oh, okay.
as Chomp, it almost seems like even Chompers is almost dizzy from how speedy Flex is. This goblin running around, Roombaing up debris, running back out, running back in. So on and so forth.
So yeah, he would show them that, and then at this point probably step outside and get out of Flex's way.
At that point, the turtle chimes in. Down, Chompers. All right. So then I think Envold, you went back in to
Get food.
get snacks. Okay. So let's pan the camera to the folks up in the one sec. There we go. In the Adventurers Guild. So y'alls can make me a perception check. Anybody in the Adventurers Guild area?
Well,
All right. So Max. So you would hear what sound like pretty heavy set, almost not really thundering footsteps, but maybe a little bit of ground rumble. As you see this hulking figure walk past the window. Nobody seems perturbed by it. Like none of the citizens. But there is a very large, rotund fellow just making his way through.
Excuse me, Guild Mommy, or whatever your name is. There's some kind of evil, giant, ugly beast that's attacking the town. Would you
What?
like us to go take that thing out?
What are you talking
giant
about?
evil
I've seen the
thing?
mayor out there. But what monster? What are you talking about?
Well, the thing I just watched walk by probably ate the mayor.
Oh no, that's the
No.
mayor.
No, I saw a monster go by.
I mean, if nobody's screaming, the real large guy, kind of troll-like.
I mean, it's an ogre. It's like a 13-foot tall
ogre?
ogre.
Yep, that's the mayor.
Yep.
He's really nice. A little unnerving before you met him, though. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I had my suspicions when and then I point towards the Drider. When a
Oh.
tarantula over here was in the room with us, but
They've been dead silent this whole
And
time,
at
but
that,
they've been
my
watching.
eyes are gonna get real big, like kind of like if you had just casually called Kaito a miniature pony. And I'm just gonna kind of look at you and like clamp my mouth shut and like look away. Like,
This is a weird town.
Oh boy.
You're a weird cat.
Says the person who said they traveled in from the Feywild on a spaceship with mimic
Yeah.
babies. I mean, really?
Exactly. If that's my starting point and I'm the one calling this place weird, it is really obtuse.
Never go to
it
college.
just sounds like you're speciesist. Honestly.
No, it's nothing like that. I just think that
Gave
there
me a
are
hard time
certain
when we first met.
monsters out there that probably don't make for good neighbors.
But you're calling the mayor a monster, and he's actually quite
Correct.
nice. And that's
Also,
why
there were like a
you're
bunch of goblins
speciesist.
around here.
Yeah,
They all
they're-
I'm not
part of the town.
speciesist. I just think certain entities probably shouldn't live in town.
That's literally being
You
speciesist.
basically just described being a speciesist.
It's
And
completely
that's probably not going
different.
to work if you want to earn money as an adventurer in the Adventurers Guild. You're not
If
really.
racism's ever stopped anybody from making money, rich people wouldn't be rich.
Well, in this world, the Adventurers Guild, that would definitely stop them, I think, from working with you. But hey,
Drider-
you do you.
The Drider he kind of chimes in. Sometimes the real monsters are the ones that hide within human skin. And she narrows her eyes at Max.
Yeah, how many Driders do you know that you still get along with?
And be like, ooh.
All of them. They're alive. They are not monsters, unlike some.
I think you're lying.
And on that note,
No,
and I'm going to
she's
say
fine.
that, I'm going to be like, on that note, I'm going to go check on the others. You guys have fun. Max, try not to get yourself killed if you want to make some more money with us. Okay, bye.
Wait, call you.
Here, come with me, Kaito.
Sorry, I forgot.
Wait.
The Drow and Lolf, they're all just misunderstood, right?
The loaf? I don't know that word.
She made her mistakes.
Who made what mistakes?
And I'm just going to actually come to the window and peek in and watch the drama unfold.
Much like how all your kingdoms come and go in a heartbeat. Hmm? Corruption, how easily you fall to it. And while this is going on, Kaito, are you still in here or did you go outside too?
No, he stayed. He's just like, I feel like I shouldn't leave this train track. Even though he did want to.
So Luana goes to the windowsill, seeing Kalia there, and just leans on it.
And I'm just going to kind of sheepishly grin at her. Or is she looking out the window or looking into the room?
Well, she saw you, but she's watching the room.
I'm just going to kind of crouch down in the corner a little bit more of it.
So, what do you know about some kind of eldritch horror that has tentacles that come out of portals every now and then?
Which person are you asking?
Any of them?
We have heard. And then the Drider looks to Luana. Oh, you wanted me to talk. But sometimes you're so much better at interacting with people.
Is she
Fine.
even with the mandibles?
What'd you say?
Even with the mandibles?
What mandibles? Are you also vision impaired?
No, I just think I'm funny.
Oh. I'm so sorry
It's
for
not
your
very
loss.
funny.
Anyway, yes, we have had reports of eldritch incursions. We had sent them, and she gestures to Kalia trying to hide behind the windowsill, and gestures to Kaito to investigate a couple of them.
Oh, that's what we were supposed to be investigating? You just said weird
Oh my
magic.
God.
And the information was insightful. The guild is investigating further the magnitude of such incursions, why they're happening.
Mm-hmm. To what ends?
Small incursions become large-scale incursions, which is not beneficial or profitable.
Yeah. How much would you pay to stop these altogether?
Well, that's not on me to make that decision. I'm waiting for word back from our local representatives. Of course,
Local.
things have been slowed down a bit on account of, and she gestures to, the building next door, which has a lot of holes in it, and maybe like a tree branch like embedded in the wall. In light of certain events, things might be a little slow.
That's not good. All right, that's all I needed to know. See ya.
That was it?
What? Did you have something else? We got paid. We got jobs.
Not that I know of, other than is there a new task, or are we still on the old one? Question mark?
1 second. Audio fixing. All right, say again.
He asked, shit, how did I word it? Basically asking if there was a new job, or are they still technically working on the old one?
Well, on account of the information you have provided, your payment is the job completed.
Okay.
I need some time to contact the guild to see if there's any new developments that might need investigation.
Alright, how soon you want us to check back on that?
Check back tomorrow.
Okay. And he'll go out with Max.
Ooh, they're going on a
Not
date?
in the day sense.
Aw.
Not in the day sense! Unless you want to, I don't know. Max gonna move. He's still in the doorway.
It sounds a little
I'm blocking the
hopeful there, Kaito.
I am amused that Max's picture is bigger than Kaido's.
What?
Yeah.
His
It's
icon
the-
is bigger than mine. I was just amused by it.
Is it based on level of mischievousness?
I guess.
So I'm gonna give a thumbs up and wave at Luana, and then head out to go
Max, you
get
wanna-
some food.
Get a snack? I can show you where the kitchen is.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
I go right.
Oh, but on my way, I see Price, and I'm gonna spill the
No,
tea
right. And then you'll make a left.
of all the shenanigans
Oh, yeah, Price
of
is in
basically
town.
Max's introduction to Luana.
Oh, he's
Do,
probably
do,
gonna
do,
shout.
Do-do-do.
Like, you would not
Do-do-do.
believe what Max said to Luana.
Do-do-do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was having none of it.
It seems Price has a lot of friends today. Jib comes running down the street.
Hey, Jeb. You look hungry.
Jeb definitely always looks hungry.
He's gonna holler from here toward Vald.
Vald, can you get another one of those charcuterie boards for Jeb?
Oh yeah, and I will request a charcuterie board from the magical table.
Bryce is gonna turn to Kalia and
Hey, didn't you have something that you might need to identify? I think Glorb was looking at a whole bunch of things for us.
Out of character now, I'm trying to think what else there was. Because I identified the gem.
so I think you have I know I gave you a rapier that I wasn't able to identify.
Right. I wonder. Here, let me double check. Oh, yeah. Just
Oh.
+1 rapier is all I have it listed as. So, yeah, good call. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Hopefully, he's not too busy.
See, just turned off. Did it turn up? Oh, it just went to sleep. Oh,
Oh.
okay. That's weird.
As I pass by, I'll be like, hey, Jeb. And I'll toss him some jerky.
He catches
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Wait, is the door not open?
That's not the door.
No, no, it's not, is it? Let's pretend I didn't just walk into the window.
She's been gone for so long, she forgot what doors are. Bonk!
Well,
She just went
you know,
baby
maybe-
bird on the window.
maybe there was a hole in the wall from the storm. I don't know.
Well, thankfully, this door is actually in the front of the building.
Right, and not in the alleyway around multiple twists and turns,
That's the best
So-
security.
right? Oh, there we go. You're like, hey, Glorb. How you doing?
Hi.
If you have time,
Huh.
You see Flex barrel
And-
through a broken window.
I'll be like, oh, hey, Flex.
Need something
Whoa,
lifted?
and I'm gonna like,
Need something lifted?
not quite yet, but the guys outside might.
Hell yeah. He breaks this window.
But
Stop
before he
breaking
leaves,
window.
when he first when he came in though, I was gonna go "Ugh," and like also flex and like make my muscles on my arms like ginormous in greeting.
He responds.
With another "Ugh." And then as he leaves, be like, "Well, good to see he's doing well." So I'll pull the rapier out. Be like, "Can you tell me anything more about this other than it's a +1 rapier?"
What's a +1?
Okay, out of character, how would I describe that? I guess
Just say
it's like extra sharp. Okay.
That's what I would.
I mean,
Like, oh, it's this,
some people might say like extra sharp, or if it's like a +2, some people might simplify as a extra sharp.
fair.
Yeah, just-
I love it.
yeah.
I got this. I can tell it is extra sharp, but I can't tell if there's anything else to it. What do you think?
Throw in corner. Glor will figure out. And you see he has a pile
right.
of stuff that he's currently just staring at.
Oh,
At this point, you notice he has a like a not like a I guess it is a monocle, isn't it? Like an artificer's monocle thing where it looks like there's different modes to it, and he's just flipping between different lenses.
That's awesome. I'll walk over and kind of gently slide the rapier into the like pile, so it's like not gonna fall around. And I'll walk back and pull the chunk of adamantium out that we had lucked upon. And
You're welcome.
like, yeah, thank you, amazing. Well, you're not here to directly credit, so let me get to it.
I'm out of character saying you're welcome. Sorry.
Like, is Kaito standing at the window?
You just
like,
hear it
waiting
in the
for me
back
to
of your
talk about
mind.
it?
You're welcome.
I sense it in my soul. So as I walk up to
Sorry.
Glorb and be like, we've actually found something that I think you're going to really like. Kaito is really instrumental in actually helping us get this piece out of the wall. But one of the caves we found, and with a flourish, I'm going to pull it from my bag and be like, ta-da! I think it's we did identify it there, right? That it was, well, yeah, obviously, I guess, because you told us. So, like, I think it's adamantium, and there's a whole vein of it in one of the caves that we found. And it's like, this is for you to do whatever you'd
Back of
like.
your mind. You're welcome.
Ooh, shiny. He takes it and stares at it with wide eyes.
There's a lot more where that came from.
Oh,
Yeah.
shiny.
Oh, no work's gonna get done now.
Well, I think he might be, maybe motivated, because the faster the other stuff gets identified, the faster we can go out and find more shiny.
Oh, shiny.
And I'm gonna pat his shoulder and be like, just remember to identify that stuff for us so we can go get you more.
Yes, it's shiny. Yeah, shiny. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna shake my head and laugh as I kind of leave. Because I can relate. Shiny's great. Like, oh, hey, Mayor.
And he reaches his hand in because he doesn't want to try and squeeze in. And he just grabs a big old hunk of, I'd probably say like steaming hot, just leg of some meat.
Ooh, good choice. I might have to try that myself.
It's as big as your torso.
Amazing. I'm a changeling. I could just like make my mouth as wide as need be, right?
You're gonna
I don't know
Scooby
where
Doo
you
that shit?
Don't know
Why
where you
do you need to
shove
make
the
your
rest of your
mouth bigger?
organs.
Just shuffle them around a bit, right? It'll be
Yeah.
just fine. Well, I won't interrupt your dinner, but we'll catch up
Oh, Jesus.
after you eat.
This should be
Good to
lunch
see
at
you're
this
okay.
hour, right? Because we left the cave at morning.
Oh yeah, is this morning?
Well, we probably got here around noon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't want to interrupt his lunch. I know he's probably got lots to do, and I'm hungry.
Well, mind you, it was about a day's worth of travel, so actually no, it would be morning. Pretty much it was
Breakfast,
nothing
that-
happened in the travel time, so we just fast forwarded back to town. So think of it as a day passed, but you've made it into town at the same time basically as you would have just a day later.
Okay, sounds good.
Interesting.
Because
Well,
things
I'm gonna-
happened.
Try a portion, maybe a slab of that whatever meat, because it did look really good. I want to give it a try. I'll start
Alright.
eating.
And what's Max and Kaido doing as people are getting food?
Well, I thought we were going to the kitchen, but Max is staring at the goblins. So Kaido's waiting for him.
So
Have
Max,
you checked out my?
I just wanted to see what these goblins were about.
they are walking through the town, high-fiving each other constantly, saying "Booyah."
Oh, is that your name? Is your name Booyog?
We are Booyags. Best, biggest, baddest Booyag, second to Big Boss himself. Booyah.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Kaido and be like,
I've seen this before, where like a species can only repeat its own name over and over again, and that's their way of communicating.
They can say more than Booyog.
and I look back to the goblins and I like raise a hand up and I go,
Booyog, Booyog.
Booyah. They surround you, and they all like request high fives. Booyah.
I guess I'll high five them, yeah. One at a time.
So, what do you like, construction workers?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. And they look at
Okay,
each
well, that's
other
a
like
no.
side-eyed.
That sounds suspicious.
Somebody's got to teach you all how to lie properly. Okay, if somebody says, "Hey, are you a banker? Do you own this bank?" If I'm a banker, I'm gonna go, "Why? Of course I am. That's exactly who I am." I don't just go, Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's me. So if you took way too long to answer, now I know you're lying.
Oh.
Anyway, doesn't offend me. How well do you know the mayor?
Mayor, okay. Mayor big.
What about the spider britches inside the building I just left?
We stay away from her.
Why?
She's mean.
I agree. She's from the Underdark, and they're always constantly killing each other down there, and they're known for horrible things. And I was
Oh?
like, "Oh, how many Driders do you know that are good?" And she's like, "All of them," which answers all of my questions about morality and where they stand in this guild.
Oh.
And I'm gonna like cut my eyes at Kaido at that.
Oh.
Huh?
So, Spider Lady bad?
Well, thank you.
Spider Lady eats construction workers like
So,
you.
so bad.
Worse than
Doesn't-
bad.
She hasn't
Oh.
eaten anybody.
They immediately start making their way.
I could have admitted this. I knew what they were asking, but I was in character. So
Well, there goes that opportunity. What's up, Kaido?
What opportunity? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna use the message so that I'm not saying it out loud.
You definitely shouldn't trust those drow or the Drider. Something else is going on here. I know the exact cause of all the tentacles and the portals and everything we've been dealing with, and I thought I could give them that information, but they didn't seem to want it that much, and it makes me think that,
Wait, you had the exact cause?
oh yeah,
Then what's
I'm
the
not just
exact
gonna-
cause?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell anybody. I don't know who to trust, Kaido. I guess I trust you more than them. But the cause was definitely in that cave that we spent the night in.
How do we deal with it?
I don't know, but I don't trust them with that information. Like, that's why it seemed like I was being rude, but I was actually just kind of testing boundaries and morality, right? And to see, like, because if I give you a device that ends the world, what do you get? What if you push the button? You know what I mean? Then I destroyed the world, and it's my responsibility because I gave you the tool
Also, what's up, Khalees?
that allowed you to
Hello.
do such. So I definitely don't trust them as far as I could throw them.
I don't know them very well. Kit's actually the one who got me the job here.
It doesn't mean the whole organization's foul. And for all I know, they might just be, asshole agents that, just don't have the best of intentions.
I mean, they've been having to deal with this town being in shambles. They've been trying to fix it.
Ooh, that's the whole world. Everything's broken. Doesn't justify being a jerk.
And as you mentioned that,
But you're a jerk.
you see Kit making his way through town.
Making the way downtown, walking fast, make this town and home. Hey! Kaido will wave.
Congratulations, Kuth. You have to roleplay PC.
I was just waiting. Okay.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
even remember what Kit was like. Ugh. All right.
Himbo is the easiest description.
He definitely was not a himbo. He had like +3 intelligence.
He acted like a himbo then, smartass.
Mm-mm. No, he was a college graduate. He had good spells. He was pretty nice. He was very enthusiastic. He was a support player, right? All right. So I'm gonna look at the guy at the end of the alley, and I'm gonna look back at Kaido. I was like, you know that jerk?
He's not a jerk, and that's Kit.
You know what? Just because I call somebody a jerk doesn't mean I think they're a jerk. This is just the way I talk. It's not. You can't hold it against me. That's my culture.
That's a weird culture to have.
You're a weird culture, jerk. You see how I said that with affection?
Would you rather me call you a jerk?
Thank you. I didn't know we were that close yet.
Oh. That's... Huh.
I'm gonna reach out and just tenderly hold Kaido's hands as soon as he calls me a jerk.
Okay.
I didn't expect us
He
to
looks
be so
confused.
intimate in this moment.
And then as I'm saying this elf guy is coming by and he's got like an eyebrow raised and he's just like, "Oh, hey Kaido. I was just
helping the Booyogs around town. They really. What's going on?
I don't know anymore. But the Booyogs just went
Oh,
into the
hi,
guild
weird
house.
elf with the shaggy black hair. This is my best friend
This-
Kaido. We just got back from a mission together.
He's not a weird elf. It's Kit. I just told you who he was.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I could be a little bit weird. Everybody can be weird. Everybody's got different cultures and stuff, right? You just gotta get used to each other. So you two went on that mission for the guild house together. This is
Kind of like found him along the way. I think.
Not a big deal. Kaido lets me ride on his back all the time just because we're so close. And then
I mean,
Mac's gonna like bat their
Pretty much
lashes.
everybody does.
Yep. That's kind of what you're known for, helping each other.
Is there something in your eye?
Oh,
Your
no.
your eyelashes.
This is just how I.
Oh.
It's just a dirty town. I have allergies.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense because of all the construction we're doing, repairing the buildings and stuff. There was a storm. I don't know if y'all know about it. It was pretty big.
We ended up in a cavern for a couple of days because of it. At least felt like a couple of days.
Yep, just me and Kaido and some friends just all snuggled up together for days in that cavern. We even went on a wintry vacation, didn't we?
I don't know if I would call that a vacation.
Well, I had fun.
Okay.
Kit's gonna like rub the back of his head. All right. Well, I mean, it's good to see everybody came back in one piece.
Yeah. It's, how are you? Are you doing all right?
Oh
You didn't get hurt in
yeah.
the storm, did you?
No, it's been all right here. It's been a lot of like clerical work, a lot of like paperwork stuff, and I'll be I'll be honest, like the goblins, it's like herding cats, right? But there's no I in team, and so I didn't force them to be here, and I'm just grateful for their opportunities and decisions to help out the town, right? And
Yeah.
they mean well.
Are you still staying up at the mayor's, or do you have your own spot?
Oh
now?
yeah, no, I'm still in the mayor's house.
All right.
We tried to share a bed together, and he rolled on me in the middle of the night, so I've been
Oh.
sleeping on the floor ever since.
Oh.
Yeah, they had to call a cleric in. It was embarrassing.
Oh. I'm glad you're okay.
Anyway, Kaido, I think our friends are waiting. See you later,
great.
Cat.
Kit.
Oh, it's Kit.
That's okay. He's still calling Pierce Price. Or Price Pierce? Now I'm confused. I'm sorry. He's been calling Price Pierce. That's what it is. We're headed down to the kitchen. If you had lunch at breakfast,
Oh
What time
yeah,
of day is it
I just ate because it's a real good excuse to not have to roleplay two characters at once. So
oh,
I just wanted
okay.
to come say hi, and I'm so stuffed that I gotta go home.
Yep,
Oh,
and away
okay.
he goes.
Huh?
That's an interesting guy. Kind of scrawny, huh?
See, I could never do Kit justice. I'm just saying. That's why I relied on Koos' expertise on that character.
Howdy, Mary.
So you guys reconvene. Lex is still moving
Lexin.
stuff everywhere. And the mayor's chomping on a leg. Sort of kind
Leg?
of leaning against the wall.
What? What kind of leg?
Something meaty.
Keep your secrets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could ask him. I mean, do you ask him?
Probably, but now I'm not sure if I want to. Yeah, he'll ask him. What you eating there? Don't just say meat. I know it's meat. What kind of meat?
Oh, it's just a And that's where we're gonna wrap up session.
Oh my god, why do you keep doing this to me?
Amazing.
I feel like we got a lot done, but yet we didn't do anything at all at the same time.
Lots of travel and
Yeah.
reconnecting.
And
And
making
then-
Kuth play 2 characters.
And then getting
I mean, for all
Kaido
of 2
flirted with
seconds.
just because someone else was there. And Kaido's like, what? Yeah, it's fine.
Because I imagine Kit would have been like helping people through town, so it's like it only made sense that he'd be around. Alright, so voting for the inspiration. Let's start with Kalia at the top of the list.
I'm debating between a couple people, so come back to me, please.
And Max had to step away for a sec, so Kaito.
I'm gonna vote. Probably Max.
Alright, 1 Max. Vold.
I'm gonna vote Max for persistent haggling.
2 Max. Price.
Um,
Voting Pierce for inspo. Alright.
Scooter doesn't get an inspiration, does he?
Nope. Because it's technically Price.
I don't know why my PC just keeps going to sleep. This is the first time that this has happened. While we've been on sessions. Yeah, I'll vote Max for the RP with the guild mistress.
3. And then Kalia.
I'm gonna vote Kaito for trying to do their best to keep the party friendly and together and because I just know that if I vote for Max and he gets an inspiration point, it's going to work against us next session.
I mean, he just got 3 votes, man.
He already has inspiration, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, fair.
Let's see.
Well, then I will
he
vote for
does.
Max because, yeah, the RP was pretty sweet. Like, the balls on you, Max. And given what I know, that's extra impressive.
And just like Max, he's AFK, so he doesn't even get to bask in the compliments. But Max, let's see. Like he does have inspiration. He has 1. Okay. Not sure how long he's going to be AFK for. Let's see.
You can't even throw it at me because even with 1 vote, I already have inspiration as well.
Oh, I need one.
Right. Doesn't have 1.
Does
But
Price
he
have
doesn't.
1? Does Vaughn have 1? Who doesn't have 1 right now other than Kalia?
Thanks.
I know you don't. I know. I'm just asking who all doesn't have 1. I know you don't have 1. I don't need you to answer again. Type of question. You know what I mean?
Let me ask Vald one.
Vault has 1. You could look at this sheet.
Yeah. He also just confirmed.
So those who
Does
don't
Bryce
have
have one?
them, there's Price and Collier.
Mm.
I mean, is there any reason why you particularly don't want me to have one?
No, I just want to know who all didn't have one. And I said, other than Kalia, because you already told me you don't have one. It was just me finding out who else didn't have one. So I was curious. I'm not the one giving away this point. I didn't earn it. It's up to Max. Right. Don't throw me under the goddamn wagon. I'll pull you with me.
You put yourself under that wagon. That was
I
none of my
didn't.
doing.
I wasn't saying, oh, you can't have it. Who else doesn't have it? I was a general curiosity. Who all doesn't have it?
Just the
Except
timing
Kalia,
and
'cause you
phrasing.
just told me you didn't have one.
The timing and phrasing made it way too easy to heckle you.
You're
You do
twisting
realize.
this, and I won't like it.
Not at all.
There we go. I'll put that in the Discord. Well, when Max gets back, eventually, we'll figure it out. But until then,
I mean, Kalia can have it. That's fine.
are we switching up votes?
I'm
Yeah,
not-
I'll vote for Kalia for buying
it's
us in
between
the
the
corner
two
of the
of us.
room.
I don't mind. Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was.
Hopefully we're gonna see a bit more of Scooter now. So
I'm
That was-
really
That
interested.
was a Christmas gift.
That was
Yeah.
pretty great. I'm
I'm
really
not
curious.
figuring out the armor thing
see.
on my sheet because my AC did not change at all.
Okay.
What's
Well,
the
let me-
what's the armor thing?
The new armor they got?
Yeah,
Other...
+1, which means I should have a +1, which means when my AC would have went from 14 to 15. But switching it with the sheet, it still says I have 14 AC. It didn't update.
Are you making sure to enable your armor and not your unarmored defense from barbarian?
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Because that's what it looks like
defense.
it's doing. Yeah, that's what you're using. It says 10 base +2 dex +2 con. You only get the
Well, how
+2 from
do I
con
do
if you're not wearing armor. So you're
Can
using
I
the
just
unarmored.
say
Well,
thank you so much for
specifically
knowing
told you
what to
quit.
look for?
So how do I change it?
Here, I got
Hold
your
on.
sheet.
as a
Mhm.
as a barbarian, you literally have more AC than me.
I have an AC of 14.
Well, we have
You have less than
well,
that?
first of all, we have the same, and barbarians are supposed to have like super low AC because you have rage.
Mhm.
God, that's ridiculous. All right. Well, Price is a fucking pincushion.
Are you squishy? You're kind of a glass cannon though, because you can hit pretty hard with what you got.
I hit on average.
It's
But yeah, that
Yes.
was fun. I will catch you all soon.
It,
But I will
it
see you all
Sorry.
later.
it could be a gift that keeps on giving. You can give your +1 leather armor to Bryce.
yeah, Price,
What
do you
is
need armor?
your armor
Price
that you
is-
have? Is it +1 leather armor?
All right. I'm gonna wrap up as we get the gear figured out. So, with that being said, yeah, give me a minute. So with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Actually, I'll wait for the ads to finish. There we go. Okay. So while we're getting the gear stuff updated and figured out why it's not working, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you all coming in. It's always nice to have people be entertained by the shenanigans, the shenanigans. So as far as announcements, right, tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be back to the usual schedule, 6 o'clock Pacific. Back to the old variety. Yeah. So I hope you all have a wonderful. Oh, that was what? I don't. Okay. Anyway, ads are being weird. I hope you have a wonderful morning or evening or whatever it is in between for you, and hopefully catch you again tomorrow. So yeah, try not to party too hardy. And for those of you on the Ubles Tubles watching this, we do this every. Oh man, I need to hydrate. We do this every Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific. Sometimes we start a little bit later because people need a minute to get in, but not too much later after that. And we do this, like I said, on Twitch TV/cubed222. So if you're ever inquiring, I pretty much stream every weekday and sometimes spontaneous weekend days, but I lock in weekdays. Usually at 6, give or take, except for Tuesdays, which is 7:30, which is the other campaign I run. So yeah, look forward to having you drop by. But until the next time, have yourself a wonderful evening or morning or whatever it is for you. Do. And I need to find somebody to raid, so I'm gonna mute and get that going. All right. Squish your faces. Meh.